らのラブマジックは時計はしないおいで召しませお姫様毒のリンゴを食べて眠っちゃいそうな素直すぎる君がとても愛しい当たり前こう宝物さ地球は回り日は昇り君は微笑む素直に I love you 届けようきっと You love me 伝わるさ君に似合うガラスの靴を探そう二人でステップアンドゴーいつまでも深夜12時を過ぎたって僕らのラブマジックは時計はしない意地の悪いまま母にも急な雨にも寂しい夜にもへこたれない君がやはり愛しい遠く離れて会えない日は星に願って夢で会おう明日は晴れるや一生 I love you 変わらないそうさ You love me 永遠さ君に似合うダイヤのリング渡そうこれから何千回つまずいてさらに何万回転んでも君のガラスの靴は脱げはしないみんな乗ってる今回の頃なんだってアイドルそうグループ名はマジマジ当たり前こう宝物さ地球は回り日は昇り君は微笑む素直に I love you 届けようきっと You love me 伝わるさ君に似合うガラスの靴を探そう二人でステップアンドゴーいつまでも深夜12時を過ぎたって君は僕の愛しい24時間シンデレラ fade. Use it to make us stronger. Oh, can you see each and every scar? They're all part of who we are. They never fade. Every day they grow longer. We see your faces in our dreams. We hear the sound of a million screams. Close your eyes and say your prayers. Open your eyes and we'll be there. We're here ready to fight. We're gonna light up the night. Gonna give you all you can take. We're gonna make your whole world shake. We're here ready to roll. We're just about to lose control. Coming at you with all we got. We're ready, so take your best shot. Dancing on the edge of a knife. In the balance hangs your life. Better look in front, better look behind you. One of these days, we're gonna find you. We're here ready to fight. We're gonna light up the night. Gonna give you all you can take. We're gonna make your whole world shake. We're here ready to roll. We're just about to lose control. Coming at you with all we got. We're ready, so take your best shot. We're here ready to fight. We're gonna light up the night. Gonna give you all you can take. We're gonna make your whole world shake. We're here ready to roll. We're just about to lose control. Coming at you with all we got. We're ready, so take your best shot.
All right. Hello, hello. Hello, Mr. Gamer. Hello, Jester Circus. Hello, Renamamia, Conic92, Dominic Doer, Zombie Fan, Spencer Pauly, Silent Joker, Fire Sparks, Stellar the Alien Deer, Apex Predator, Konata 1990, Cookies, Edge Knight 1789, and I believe I saw Mr. Jim Ryan in the chat. I don't know why he's not appearing anymore. That's strange. But he was here. Haven't seen you in a while, good sir. Hello, Grego Poop. Hello, Link Gaming. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the stream. You know, so as I said on social media earlier, I'm working on no sleep. Like, I have not been to bed in, what time is it? 12, almost 18 hours now. That's about accurate. Because, hey, insomnia is a bitch, isn't it? In fact, you know what? Hold on, while we're talking about this, let me get the Last Stand music going on. Oh! Zombie Fan for the 5. Have some money for a beer. Thank you, good sir. I'm really gonna need it. Bro, I don't know where my alcohol is. Straight up. I don't know. I don't remember where I actually packed the damn thing. But, it doesn't really matter, because Loopy Crab and Sleep Deprived Crab is a crab I don't think you guys have seen before. It's not too unlike a drunk crab, so you know what? You may be getting the drunkenness without the alcohol. friends on Discord, Heller? Are you in the Discord? Because, if you aren't, actually, you know what? Hold on. You know what? While we're getting everything set up, because I want to make sure people are aware, I do have a Discord, a public Discord that everyone can join. I will put the link. You're in Rice's server? Oh, okay. I will send a link. I'm going to send a link in the chat regardless, because, hey, why not, right? Everyone likes to be part of Discord. Everyone likes to be part of communities. So, if anyone's interested in joining Discord, just go here. In fact, I'm going to pin that message for a good while. And I think chat isn't showing up again, huh? I don't think chat is showing up on the stream again. I didn't change anything since the last stream. It's just not working again. Fucking awesome. Alright, you guys give me a fucking second. Bro, why does this always happen? I don't understand. Why does this happen almost every... It's literally every other stream. Like, this is insane. Alright. So I need to go to the actual site. Christ. Good thing I caught it fast. I'm catching it faster. I'm catching it much, much faster. Jesus Christ. Hello there, PlayStation Gamer. Welcome to the stream, good sir. You just joined Discord? Hey, welcome. Be sure to read the rules and then react to the Crabbot message once you like fully read everything, and that'll give you full access to the Discord. All right, let's get this fucking overlay shit fixed. I can't believe it broke again. You know what's funny? I'm pretty sure all I have to do most of the time to fix it, straight up, is just open it. Don't change anything. Just recopy the URL and just repaste it, and then it's usually fixed. That's the fuck part. So I just go here and I just input the URL. Ah, wait, I think I know what's happening here. I think I know exactly what's happening, everyone. Oh boy. You know what? Okay, now it's gone, now it's back. Now it's gone, now it's back. What is happening? I might have to you know what I might have to do? I might have to actually remove it and actually re-enable it. Hold on a second. Jesus fucking Christ, Stream Elements. Why are you like this? Hey, speed's a little better? Good. Jester. Yeah, fucking YouTube on mobile is fucking strange. I swear to God, it gets worse every single time, you know? Like, I swear to God, it gets worse every single time. So, what's on the menu today? I am in the mood for some pony meat. Oh, you're gonna get some. So, as you can probably tell by the title, we're gonna be covering 3 videos today. Hello, Glorious Kev. Welcome to the stream, good sir. I am sleep deprived. Let me add this, hold on, PC Gamer. Let me add this browser source. I just want to get this done before I get distracted, you know? Chat, overlay. Music's loud? Okay, hold on a second. I thought I adjusted it last time. There we go. It's fucking fixed finally. Jesus Christ. I don't know why I have to do that every single goddamn time. Alright. So, on the itinerary, we have 3 videos. We have a video from a small YouTuber that's titled, PlayStation Plus is literally better than Game Pass. And as someone who has been subbed to both services for quite a while, I find that hard to believe. And then we got good old Harmon Smith, because let's be honest, he's too much of a fun lolcow to make fun of. Let's go find out what he has to say about Bayonetta 3, and it apparently promotes families and children, which, as someone who's played the game, I'm curious what he means by that. And we all know Harmon. Ugh. And then, obviously, we will be ending with Quantum TV's review of God of War Ragnarok. So, just so everyone knows, the reason why I'm saving the Quantum video for last is because depending on what he says in his review, I may have to discuss spoilers, either to counteract what he says or lend credence to arguments that are said or not. Right? That makes sense. So I want to put it at the end so people who are here for the other videos or don't want to be spoiled can at least enjoy a good portion of the stream. Right? I think that's fair. That being said, each video I think is like 8 to 10 minutes long. So I'm going to be honest, I don't know if we're going to be able to get through the entire Harmon Smith video, because let's be honest, Harmon Smith for 10 minutes that's equivalent to psychological torture, at least in Guantanamo. You know what's funny though, PlayStation Gamer? It's weird that he even talked that this video was even made, because you can't compare PlayStation Plus to Game Pass, because PlayStation Plus's equivalent on Xbox is games with gold. What would be more accurate would be to compare PlayStation Premium. But no, this guy's like, no, this normal Plus is better than Game Pass. All right, buddy. All right, let's get the video on the screen. Woo! Okay, so I'm gonna turn off the Last Stand music for now because we don't really need it. Let me adjust the audio. Let me know if it's too loud or too low for you guys so I can adjust it. Bro, in fact, I think this is the first time I streamed in my new place. I think. I don't remember. I'm pretty sure it is. But the new place is great, but the one thing the old place had over this place is that because the place was so shittily built, it had natural like noise filtering and you know, like I didn't need to buy like sound suppressors, right? Like little like foam shit you put on the wall. I'm gonna have to buy some now because it gets echoey in here, which makes it kind of annoying to, you know, adjust my audio. I spent like the last like 15 minutes before the stream just making sure my audio is right, make sure shit from people talking outside or is not being picked up and things like that, because that shit's annoying. All right, sir. So this video is from a fella by the name of, let me get his name up on here right now. I think it's in my watch later. By TGK. So this is a small YouTuber, but hey, in my line of work, it doesn't matter how big you are or how small you are. You make a dumb take, we're gonna cover it. That's just how it works. All right, buddy. Tell us why PS Plus is literally better than Game Pass. Woo! We're already off to a great start. Did you hear that? This man is eating his mic. All right.
It seems like Microsoft is getting bested at their own game.
Really? What makes you say that? I'm going to turn it up a little bit. It's a little low on my end. And I have a feeling it's a little low on your guys' end as well. Exactly. Bad mic equals bad video. Bro, like, Jesus Christ. Like, man, my brain is already fried. This is going to be a fun stream.
Whew. Let's get into the video. Let's talk about it. All right, what's going on, guys? Is that guy Ken?
Bro, there wasn't even a goddamn transition between his opening. He doesn't even have an opening. He's just playing random shit and using the music as a cue. Bro. Oh, really? It's not on the Share Factory? Okay, then this must be something else I'm remembering it from. Because I remember I fiddled with Share Factory a little bit on when I had my PS4 back in 2013, 2014.
Back again with another video.
Oh,
And
oh God, he hit us with the back again with another video, folks. Oh my God. You know, this is just a pro tip. This is just me. I don't like doing intros in terms like that. Like, usually when I do intros for videos, as you notice if you watch my stuff, I tend to make them skits and gags that are based around the topic at hand, right? So there's nothing I despise more than just those like generic music, title, screen, because like it's just like I don't want to waste 30 seconds just watching something that I don't care about. Like, just get to the point, you know? Crab, what do you think of the Game Awards' current votes about Sonic Frontiers having more votes than Elden Ring, God of War, Ragnarok? Bro, people are fucking pissed. It's funny. I saw a retweet that was complaining about how Game of the Year is gonna get snubbed, and I'm like, bro, can you not read? That's clearly player's choice. Like, here's the thing. This is gonna be a Tales from the Twit Pit this week. I'm probably gonna work on it tomorrow because I have tomorrow off. So I'll probably work on that, and it'll probably be out either tomorrow night or Tuesday. I'm going to try and do that this time because I'm tired of saying if it's going to be out and it's not out. But here's the thing. I don't know what I was saying. God. Oh my God. This stream is a mess. Hold on. Train of thought's going to be coming back soon. Right. So just because you don't like a game, it doesn't necessarily mean the game is bad, right? Like, and the other thing is, why would you, like, the amount of people I've seen in that comment thread who admitted that they haven't played Sonic Frontiers, they're just saying the shit. It's like, why would you expect anyone to take you seriously? You're damn right, professional crab streamer. Like, I'm working on a thoughts regarding on Callisto Protocol, and I'm going to tell you guys right now, I think I hate Callisto Protocol. Like, it is like I'll get further into detail with my video on it, but it is one of those games that starts off really strongly, but the more I started playing it, the further I got in, the more I actually started to hate how it works, the clunkiness, the lack of tension, the oh my God, the abysmal checkpoint system. Seriously, I don't know who designed the checkpoint and manual, quote unquote, manual save system in Callisto, but I'm gonna be honest. He probably shouldn't be touching video games. And what's strange is a lot of my issues, like I'll get into detail with my actual video, but a lot of the issues I have with Callisto were solved in Glenn Schofield's last game. You know, Dead Space in 2008. Anyway, let's continue with the video, shall we? Because we're already going way off base.
today, this video is going to be pretty short, man. I don't really think there's a whole
Short, huh? 7 minutes and 51 seconds left. Short. All right.
whole lot that, that I really have to say about it. I just find it interesting, the situation.
Situation, eh? So it makes sense to say that, Mr. Gamer, because Callisto Protocol was made and heralded by the creator of Dead Space, Glenn Schofield. Like, he created the original Dead Space with Visceral, and that's why. But the problem is, I don't want to get into Callisto. I will save that for the video and maybe the podcast I'll be having with my friends where we talk about it and talk about how much the shit we hate about it. All right.
Given that Game Pass is Microsoft's like big thing that they're doing nowadays, it's just crazy, man. The type of value that we're seeing with PlayStation Plus and all that stuff, man.
And what about the value of Game Pass? Like, so, because here's the thing. Like I said, I'm subscribed to Game Pass and I'm subscribed to PlayStation Plus. The reason why I'm subscribed to PlayStation Plus is because my friend and I, who I game share with, we play a lot of multiplayer games on there together. We play a lot of fighters, we play Call of Duty, we play Destiny, like we play a lot of like those types of games. And I'm gonna be honest, PlayStation Plus it's really a fucking gamble, right? Like, here's the thing. I have to wonder if he means PlayStation Premium, right? Because PlayStation Premium or even PlayStation Extra, like, that gives you at least a game catalog similar to fucking, Game Pass. Because he can't just be talking about PS Plus. Because all that base PS Plus does is gives you the ability to play your own games online, cloud storage, and free monthly games that you have no choice over. And a lot of times, they're trash. Just like a lot of games for gold have been trash as of late. But guess what, buddy? Game Pass has enormous value simply because of the amount of games on there, as well as the amount of day one games on there. Like, I'm struggling to think of games that were day one on PS Plus. Like, I want to say, no, not Stray. Stray was on Premium. Stray was a part of the extra and Premium thing. Fucking, what is it? Destruction All Stars. I think that launched, right? Hello, Fire Paper Mario. Welcome to stream. Yeah, I moved the stream up because I got no sleep because insomnia is a bitch, and I'm not convinced I will be awake at 5 p.m. All right, but come on, buddy. Show us what you got.
And let's get into it, man. Let's talk about it, man, because
yeah, come on.
We all know that PlayStation Plus just got revamped like a few months back earlier this year, and
that's one way to put it. Yeah, that's one way to put it. Like because there were a couple, but like there's no like big names, right? Like I know Destruction All Stars launched with it. I'm pretty sure Rocket League was also a game that launched on PS Plus, like same day it released, and that gave it a big boost, right? But like there's like they're not getting like the new Yakuza, right? Or Sniper Elite 5, right? Like they're not getting those big budget games. Like usually they give you like, older and sometimes good games. Like for example, I think this month people are getting Biomutant and Mass Effect Legendary Edition. And hey, I own both those games, so it means nothing for me, because so I'm not getting shit. But hey, for people who haven't played Mass Effect Legendary Edition, that's a pretty good. Hey, that's pretty neat. Although you should just buy it because it's worth the money.
They switched everything up. They merged PlayStation Plus with the PlayStation. PlayStation Plus with PlayStation Now, and they turned it into a 3-tier system.
Yeah, I wouldn't say they merged it entirely. Like that's because that's like saying it like that kind of feels like he's trying to imply that if you get just normal Plus, you get PlayStation Now, which is not the case. You only get it with Premium, which is the most expensive tier. And I'm gonna be honest, PlayStation Now fucking sucks. PlayStation Now fucking sucks. Because while you can download the PS4 games, the amount of PS2 and PS1 games that are available right now are nothing. Like you have the original Resident Evil, you have Echo Chrome. I can't even think of you don't even have like Silent Hill 1, for example. You don't even have God Hand, right? You don't have Devil May Cry 3 Special Edition. No, all those games that were on PS3 are still streamable only too, which I'm sorry, I don't like the idea of streaming games that already ran like shit on the PS3. Mass Effect Legend Edition is on PS Plus. They gave away Amazon Prime on PC a few months ago, and it's on Game Pass. Play this collection, no excuses. Exactly, Glorious Kev. Oh, President Jim Ryan. Okay, you know what's funny? After I beat God of War Ragnarok, I got on a God of War kick, so I busted out my PS3 to play the collection, right? So I finished God of War 2, I finished Chains of Olympus, and I'm going through Ghost of Sparta and God of War 2 again on the hardest difficulty because I'm a masochist. And I've also been going through the Infamous games again because I love those games. And I'm going to tell you right now, holy fuck, Infamous 1 runs terribly. I don't know how, as a kid, I beat Infamous 1 as many times as I did, because I swear to God, it goes to sub 10 frames. And then you want to add streaming on top of that? That is just a recipe for disaster. God, I really, really wish they would just port those games over to the modern systems with a better frame rate. Because the funny thing about the Infamous games, the frame rate's unlocked. And the reason why I know that is because when I was replaying Infamous 1, when you get to the Reaper boss, inside her arena, there are moments where the frame rate jumps up to 60. Because the game is only loading the small little boss arena you have. And it feels great. Alright, let's continue with this fucking video.
Which is cool, right? But it's so interesting because when you look at Game Pass, right? You know, Game Pass is literally what Microsoft is. That's their whole thing. Like, that's...
Okay. Is that a negative? I mean, it's not the whole thing. They have a bunch of studios working on games, even though, you know, let's be honest, they need to pick up the pace. But, like, Game Pass has been successful for them. Why wouldn't they continue to support it? You know what? I did cut him off mid-sentence. So let's see what he has to say, shall we?
Literally the identity that Microsoft is going with right now for their Xbox platform. You know, whatever Xbox is, you know, because Xbox can be anything nowadays.
And that's bad? Like, I'm sorry, just the way he says that makes me feel like he thinks it's bad that Xbox is giving people options. Huh. You know, what certain fan base do we know that's known for being against options? Interesting. By the way, we're 1 minute and 54 seconds into this fucking 8-minute video, and he still has yet to bring up a point either for PlayStation Plus or against it. Like, bro, what are you doing? Did y'all see the man's response to Zero D's Coffee? I haven't even seen the original shit. I have the Synthetic Man's review of God of War downloaded, but I don't know if I'm gonna go through it because it's for a video because it's like an hour fucking long. Like that's insane. Even for a stream, that would be absurd. Hey Heller, if Super Bomberman R2 comes out and has online cross support, do you and anyone in chat want to have an online tournament? I never played Original Bomberman, but that'd be interesting. Hell, I'm actually thinking of starting up maybe like weekly or bi-weekly Halo custom game nights for the Discord. Because I've been seeing some wild shit on the Forge mode. But, you know, we'll see.
PC, console, mobile, whatever the hell it is, right? But it's funny because Sony's been getting criticized a lot.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so confused about this footage he has in the background. Like, does anyone know what game this is? I probably missed the fucking title because, you know, I'm sleep deprived. But what does it have to do with the topic? Like, what's the point here? Like, why are you showing trailer footage, man? Like, at least have your own gameplay shown. Like, in my Tales from the Twit Pit, I admit I usually have gameplay in the background when I'm doing responses. But hey, at least it's my gameplay. It's not something I just pulled off of YouTube, you know? It's not just fucking B-roll footage. It's something that I myself recorded and did. It's not exactly a big issue. It's just a little nitpick I have when it comes to videos like these. It just kind of feels like it kind of feels lazy, you know?
You know, like a lot in the media over the last year and a half or something like that.
Year and a half? PlayStation Premium hasn't even been... Oh, wait, he's talking about in general. I mean, there's a lot of reasons to criticize Sony, my dude. Like, just like there were a lot of reasons to criticize Xbox during the Xbox One and PS4 era. And just like there are a lot of reasons to criticize the PS3 during the PS3 and 360 era. It kind of flip-flops back and forth. I don't know why you think that it was never going to happen. Of course it was going to happen. I saw this coming a mile away. Anyone with a brain did, let's be honest here. PlayStation fan was stupid enough to call paying for demos a pro-consumer move. Yeah, that's... Bro, those 2-hour fucking trials. Like the worst part is, it's not even for a large selection of games. It's just a random assortment of games, and they randomly add one a month. It's like, hey, do you want to play a 2-hour trial of fucking Cyberpunk? Wow, you mean I can play through the prologue? Thanks.
Because of Game Pass, essentially, people giving Game Pass a lot of light and media, you know.
Yeah, because it's good value. You mean to tell me I can pay, what, $1 for my first subscription and then $15 a month for a large amount of games with a huge variety at any time with no limits? Wow. Wow, I can't believe this is happening. And the best part is if you get Ultimate and you have a Xbox or a mobile phone or a computer, you can play the games across all 3 systems and everything transfers over. Isn't that neato? I think it's neato. Hell, when I get an Xbox, I'm probably going to upgrade to Ultimate because, hey, that'd be pretty nice to be able to. Maybe I don't want to sit at my desk. Maybe I just want to lay back on my bed or my couch and play on my PC or play on my console. And having that option is really nice. Yeah, Persona 5 is on Game Pass. Does that mean that game doesn't have value? Then again, I doubt this person even played Persona 5. Wait, Synthetic Man called God of War woke? Is it because of Anchor Boda? Is that why? I remember people started doing that bullshit when there was a little snippet of her.
Media praise, especially when games like MLB went into the service, and then you had some other big third-party games that went into the service.
Yeah, I don't know why you're mentioning MLB The Show and not Yakuza, Age of Empires 3, Total Warhammer 3, Sniper Elite 5, Forza Horizon 5, Halo Infinite, and various others I'm probably forgetting. No, let's bring up MLB The Show, because everyone loves and plays MLB The fucking Show. By the way, guys, we are 2 minutes and 25 seconds into this 8-minute video. He has yet to bring up any points for or against Game Pass and PlayStation Plus. This is why, if you're making a video like this, my guy, you script it. Or you do a live stream like me, where you can, practice your ability at speaking on the fly in a live audience. I'm not the best, but I think I'm getting better. And I'm sleep deprived right now. Although I am hopped up on a Monster energy drink, so that kind of evens it out. I'm pretty fucking wired right now. All right.
Death Stranding just went onto PC Game Pass not too long ago, so I mean that's something that people have really been talking about. But Sony's been getting criticized because people are like, oh, Sony needs to put their games into the service and offer the same type of value or whatever the case is, right?
Yeah, if Sony wants their new service to compete with Game Pass, that would be the way to do it. Straight up. Even if it's not like a full thing, even let's say hey, if you subscribe to Premium, you can play let's say the first 4 hours of the upcoming exclusive maybe a week early. Right? It doesn't even have to be the full game. Just putting at least a demo on that, even though it's shitty to lock demos behind it, that would be a smart move in going against Game Pass. Hello, Raptor fan. Welcome to the stream. I will say I wish Activision and Bethesda was still third party, but at least Microsoft may have it on that xCloud, and I can say I'm my preferred platform. Yeah, exactly. And I'm going to be honest, if it means cleaning out the bullshit that's happening under Activision's watch, especially the Blizzard section, yeah, fucking buy them and fucking fix that bullshit, because Jesus goddamn Christ. Everyone seems to have forgotten about that. Everyone's like, we don't want the deal to go through. It's like, okay, say the deal doesn't go through. What's going to happen to the people who are in charge at Blizzard who have committed all these atrocities against their employees? Now, granted, Microsoft may not even do anything about it, but we don't know. That's the beauty part. We just don't know yet. We just have to wait and see. Yeah, this is the Project Eve game, but before, so I think he's just showing B-roll footage from like a PlayStation showcase or something. And I think Project Eve got renamed to something else. I don't remember what the hell the name was. And yeah, it is multi-plat, I believe. Activision Blizzard should burn to the ground. You're goddamn right they should.
But let's really look at it though, man. Because what is it that Game Pass is offering that PlayStation Plus isn't offering? To be honest with you,
Really? 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 Is this really a question you actually thought was smart to ask? Well, for one, numerous high budget and high level games day one, the ability to play the games on either your preferred platform, be it PC or Xbox, or even mobile, if you want to do the xCloud thing. They offer, I don't know, all of these games for like what, $15 a month? Dare I say value? Whereas PS Plus, unless you're paying for the highest service, you're not getting that. Because here's the thing. Regardless of what version you get of Game Pass, whether normal or Ultimate, like the only difference between those two is that with Ultimate, you can play your games across PC, Xbox, and mobile. And I believe you get access to streaming 360 games on PC. Whereas on Xbox, I believe you could just download them and play them. Like, that's it. But regardless whether you're subscribed to regular Game Pass or Ultimate, you have the entire catalog of games to play. PlayStation Plus, unless you're subscribed to Extra or higher, you do not get that 400 catalog of games they give you. That's the difference, my dude. And that's a pretty big difference, especially if you consider the amount of high budget games. In fact, you know what? Hold on. Let me just bring up some games you can play on Game Pass right now. You can play Dark Tide, which just released. You can play Gungrave Gore, which just released. Dune Spice Wars, which just released. A Plague Tale Requiem, which released like what, last month. They're getting Monster Hunter Rise when it comes out to all other platforms in January. Persona 5 Royal, Proteus, Vampire Survivors. You get all the Battlefield games. In fact, you get every EA game. Did you know that? If you have Game Pass and you link your EA account to it, you can just play most of their titles. I actually have Need for Speed Unbound downloaded because I have access to a 10-hour trial because just for the sole fact that I own Game Pass. Not to mention, there's a huge variety of games on this list. You want to play co-op shooters? There's a whole sweep of them for that. You want to play Ubisoft games? Guess what? They have almost every Ubisoft game on here. Now, granted, Ubisoft also made the deal with PlayStation Premium and Extra, which was a very smart move for them. Because it gets more people to play their fucking games. Because let's be honest, no one's buying them. It's like ponies defending the doo-doo cable provider contract where you're paying more for less. Exactly. You know, you can play games using xCloud to play them on your browser. Yeah, it's funny. I actually use xCloud to play Gears of War 2. And I was actually impressed with how that streamed. I'm going to be honest, PlayStation Premium could take some notes from xCloud.
And I think the only big thing that PlayStation Plus isn't offering is day and date first party games, right?
And value. And, you know, a reasonable price. And also just, you know, the fact that they still charge you for online. You see, that's the thing. Yeah, exactly. PS Premium. Dude, you're talking about Premium. You're not talking about Plus. Because Plus Essential, which is the base version of Plus, doesn't have anything that competes with Game Pass. Like, at all. You get, as I said earlier, the ability to play your own fucking games that you bought online. You get monthly games, which may be shit depending on your taste in gaming. And you get cloud saves. That's it. Okay, so I don't own a Xbox console. I don't know anyone with an Xbox console. Are cloud saves locked behind Game Pass or Xbox Live? Can anyone confirm that? Because it would be more apt to compare PS Plus to games with gold and Xbox Live. Because I would say PS Plus has an up on Xbox Live's games with gold. Games with gold has been shit for a while now, and I think it's because they're just running out of ideas on what to give people. You don't believe so? They believe they removed that after the Xbox Live got changed? If that's true, then wow, that's already a negative against Sony. If Xbox is no longer charging for usage of cloud saves, why the fuck is Sony allowed to do it? Why the fuck is Nintendo allowed to do it? Because I'm pretty sure Nintendo's charges that as well with their premiums, with their Nintendo Switch Online subscription.
Because they're offering day and date games. Because we've had Destruction All Stars going to the service.
Bro, you are not. Bro, you are not. You are not using Destruction All Stars as a fucking positive. It's not just the fact that, oh, we're getting games releasing day one. Because as I said, there were some, right? There was Destruction All Stars, like you said. There was Rocket League, and there's the one that's coming out this month, along with Biomutant and Mass Effect Legendary Edition. The difference is that it's high budget AAA games. Destruction All Stars, the game died fast and Bleeding Edge, bro. I don't even remember Bleeding Edge. I know it's that fucking Xbox game, but I can't envision what Bleeding Edge even looks like, straight up. I actually have heard that, Henry, that Microsoft actually lended their tech for their streaming. That wouldn't surprise me, because Microsoft is a billion-dollar company and they have other interests outside of gaming.
You know, Maquette, Oddworld, Soulstorm.
Maquette? What the fuck is Maquette? Hold on. Maquette is a puzzle adventure game developed by Graceful Decay, published by Annapurna. That was back in March of 2021. You see, buddy, here's the difference. When PlayStation gets a day and date game, it is sparse. There are huge differences in between. Game Pass, I think, has gotten a big budget, a big high. God, what am I trying to say? Not high security, but you know what I mean. Like high profile. I said a high profile not first party. A high profile big budget game day one. I want to say almost every other month, maybe even every month. Oh, so it was this year's fucking, what was it, Lawbreakers? Bro, remember Lawbreakers? Holy fuck. What a pile of shit that was.
You know, we've had Stray that just went into the service a couple months ago.
Stray is not a plus game. Stray is limited to PlayStation Premium. Like, bro, I'm sorry, I'm going to use semantics because you don't know how to properly title your streams or how to talk about things properly. You are arguing that PS Plus is better, not PlayStation Premium. Because there's PS Plus Essentials, PS Plus Extra, and then PS Premium. Stray was only on the Premium. It was not a Plus game. Stray is overrated. I didn't even finish Stray. I'm going to be honest with you. I got an hour in. I'm going to be honest. I was so fucking bored. Like, it's a neat little game. Yay, you get to play as a cat. But I'm going to be honest. The puzzles are simplistic. The story was... it's fine. Edge Knight, 1789 for the 2. Yo, what's up, Crab? Alex Straza is Dragon Mommy. I'm going to assume that's a World of Warcraft reference. I don't know. But thank you, good sir, for the $2. Yeah, I'm not gonna sit here and say that Stray is overrated or Stray is bad, because like I said, I only played an hour of it. I just got bored. I have no desire to go back and finish it. It's one of those games, so it's like whatever, you know. Yeah, exactly. As Spencer Pauly put it best, Stray is locked behind a tier while you do not need Ultimate to play day and date games in Game Pass. Exactly. I couldn't have said it better myself. That's the difference, my guy. They don't lock games behind a higher tier to incentivize you to pay more money just to play like whatever game you're interested in. It's nice. 17.99 for the 2. Yeah, she's a wild character. Check NCW Vanilla. I will check that after stream, good sir. Thank you again for the other 2. Let's get back to the video, shall we?
You know, so they're doing day and date games. It exists.
No, they're not doing it at the level or at the scale that Microsoft is doing it. Like, it's just not comparable. And also, like we said, Microsoft isn't locking it behind a tier. Yo, what's up, Jake with Gulf City? Welcome to the stream, good sir.
It's just not first party, right?
I mean, it should be. Like, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be real with y'all. That Last of Us remake, if that was on PS Premium day one, they probably would have gotten a huge uptick in PS Premium subscriptions. Dave is not here today. He is busy playing the Fortnite.
But I mean, they literally have double the games.
Let us fact check that. How many games in PlayStation Extra? And I'm gonna be honest, I'm not going to count the fucking the streamable PS3 games. I'm sorry, streaming games do not count, and because of that, I'm not gonna count the xCloud games either for a Game Pass. Okay, subscribers to the new PS Plus Extra Premium tiers gain access to a library of up to 400 PS4 and PS5 games from Sony and third parties. All right, so around 400. That's what they say. Oh wait, hold on. It says here, all new PS Plus launched in June with 700 plus games and more variety. Hold on, let me look at this. We're going to Mass Fab, Essential. Extra gives you up to a catalog of 400. PS Premium adds additional 300. Yeah, no, dude, this shit doesn't count. I'm sorry. No, PS3 streaming games do not fucking count. I'm sorry. I don't consider Stadia-ing a game a benefit. That's a net negative. You know what the funny thing is, too? It says on the blog, a catalog of beloved classic games available both streaming and download options of the original PlayStation, PS2, and PSP generations. They have almost none of the good games from those systems. Like I said, I think the only PSP game I remember seeing was fucking Echo Chrome. Yeah, demos don't count as a game either. Resistance is, but it's streamable. Like, I'm sorry, I do not count fucking games being streamed as a positive, especially when your fucking service is trash and it's locked behind a tier. Let's see the amount of Game Pass games. Number of on Game Pass. Wow, it's like the second most searched thing. Over 100. Okay. Wait. No. Wait, no. Why is it saying over 100? That's not right. There's no way that's right. Yeah, no, hold on. There are currently 477 titles available for consoles on Xbox Game Pass and 411 on PC. And this is not including the xCloud stuff, which we're not going to include. If we didn't include it for PlayStation, we're not going to include it for Xbox. But either way, hey, they do not have more games, my guy. But to be fair, more games leave Game Pass and Plus. That is true. You are correct, good sir. That is the difference. Yeah, there's no Vita games. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Aceros. Edge Knight, 79 for the 2. As for PS3 streaming, is God of War 3 available, aka GOAT? Why would you stream it when you can just buy the remaster? Just buy the remaster. It's 60 FPS on PS4 and PS5. Just fucking buy that. Man, those games need to be on modern systems. All the older God of War games, I tell you what. Thank you, good sir, for the 2.
Then Game Pass has like about a little over 800 or something, and they're continuously putting games into the service monthly.
I'm sorry, what did he say? Hold on. Let me scroll back. Did he say over 800? Is he talking about
Stray that just went into the service a couple months ago? So they're doing day-and-date games. It exists. It's just not first party, right? But I mean, they literally have double the games than Game Pass.
Edge Knight for the 2. I don't have a PS4 since 5. Oh, well, that's a shame.
has like about what, a little over 800 or something, and they're continuously putting games into the service monthly. You know what I mean? From legacy games to, you know,
Wait, I think I missed the I fucking missed it again.
games. It exists, it's just not first party, right? But I mean, they literally have double the games than Game Pass. It has like about what, a little over 800 or something, and
Bro, even on PlayStation's own blog, when they're touting the PS3 games, they don't say over 800. They say over 700. How are you gonna sit here and defend the fucking PlayStation Plus if you're not even gonna fucking bother to do the research to make sure you got your estimate right? Jesus fuck, dude.
they're continuously putting games into the service.
Oh, they are they? Zombie Fan for the 5. I tried Peace Now a few years back and it is an awful service. Had constant crashes and lag. Yeah, exactly. Thank you, good sir, for the 5. Yeah, no, I don't like PS Now. The last time I tried it, to be fair, I wired up. My friend and I, we played Dead Space 3 just before I got a PC and I could, play because it had a decent frame rate. And it ran okay. Like, it definitely got better. But I'm still not for the idea of streaming games because, there's nothing I hate more than input lag and input latency. I recommend extra tier or premium. Yeah, so here's the thing. I would recommend someone get extra if they're new to PlayStation. But if you're someone like me, for example, who's been sub to Plus for years, who's been on the platform for years, looking at the catalog of games there, a lot of the games on there were either already on Plus or games people probably already bought. Like, it's literally, I think it's literally only a good service of people who are straight up new to the platform. Right? And that's fine. But then you gotta give something for the existing players. Then again, we can't say there's 800 plus games in Game Pass for console and PC combined because many of the games are the same. Exactly. No, exactly. There are 400 and I think it was 77 for consoles and 411 on PCs. And PC actually has less because some of the games on console are console exclusive. So the most we can say on Game Pass is 477. That's the amount that we have. Whereas PlayStation Extra has 400. But then you bring in the xCloud stuff and the PlayStation streaming stuff, like then it gets a little like, tricky.
Monthly, you know what I mean? From legacy games to, any other game that they're putting into the service that wasn't there before, right? They just put the Assassin's Creed games into the service.
The Assassin's Creed games are also on Game Pass. What are you talking about, man? All right. Game Pass. Where is the Ubisoft section? Why is it not showing up? Why is the Windows Store so ass? It's better just fucking search, Jesus Christ. What the hell? Bro, I literally just saw the games on here. Where are they? Oh. S979 for the 5. I'm about to piss off the ponies. God of War Ragnarok sucks compared to God of War 3? Yeah, probably. Thank you for the 5, good sir. Like, I like the new games, but God of War 3 was the peak of the series. There are games on PC Game Pass, not Xbox Game Pass. Oh, really? Oh, yeah. No, you're right. Because the game previews. You are totally right. Where is the fucking... Yeah, because I'm looking at the PC games. Right now, there are 455 games on here. Wait a minute. Huh. I swear to God, Ubisoft has their games on here. Is my brain deflating? Or is Game Pass gaslighting me? Yeah, no, here it is. Fucking, yeah, here they are. Yeah, here they are. What the fuck? So they're not showing up in Game Pass, but when I go to the store, all the Assassin's Creed games are here and I can install them because they're a part of Game Pass. What the? Oh my god. You want a negative against Game Pass, my dude? Here it is. The Microsoft Store is trash. Like, even when Microsoft gives you an easy win, you don't even use it. How?
Some other games that just came out this month. I don't remember all of them.
No, dude. If you're going to defend a service and you're going to talk about how they have a plethora of games, guess what? You got to bring that to the table. You can't just say, oh, I don't remember. No, you got to bring them up. Of course, it requires Uplay because that's ingrained in their games. But you can still install them on Game Pass and play them on Game Pass. Like, just like how, like, the EA games require you to connect your EA game. I mean, for fuck's sake, if you want to play any Ubisoft game on Steam that's even still on Steam, you still have to have Uplay. That's not the fault of Game Pass. It's the fault of Ubisoft being morons with how they actually release their games and force people to use their shitty service.
Right. Deathloop was one of the ones that just came out recently for all of those who didn't pay for it full price at launch. Right. Well.
Bro, Deathloop, wait a minute. Wasn't Deathloop on Game Pass? Isn't Deathloop on Game Pass? Hold on. Because I know they had that exclusivity thing for PlayStation. Yeah, Deathloop now available on consoles, PCs, and Xbox Game Pass. I'm pretty sure Deathloop didn't launch on the service. I'm pretty sure Deathloop came out before the service came out, right? Bro, you're coming up with arguments that don't work because your positives are also positives on the opposite platform because they're on the platform. Oh my fucking god. Yeah, Death Stranding is also on PC Game Pass, exactly. The only thing that sucks about Death Stranding is that it's not the director's cut. The director's cut is only on PlayStation Premium. In terms of, like, on services. Which is a shame. But hey, Death Stranding is good regardless, and people should play it.
There you go. You can get it for no extra cost. At the same time.
What do you mean no extra cost? What are you talking about, no extra cost? It's... Oh my god. Yeah, director's cut is great. Like, all the new stuff they added is pretty neat. Bro, what do you mean no extra cost? It's not on Essentials. Essentials is what? Guys, it's like what? $9.99, right? Extra, I think, is $11. And I think Premium, hold on, let me just pull out the prices. Hold on. PlayStation tier prices. Can you just give me not the gross estimate for a year? Can I just get the specific, like, monthly one? £6.99 monthly, $19.99 quarterly. No, that's not. God fucking damn it. Why am I getting? Why am I getting fucking pounds? I'm not in the UK. Okay, here we go. Monthly memberships cost. Well, no, that's for okay. So Essential is $9.99. Extra is $14.99. Wow, really? Extra's $14? And Premium is $17.99. What do you mean no extra cost? You're not getting Deathloop on Essentials, my dude. What are you actually talking about? It's not going great, Raptor fan. It's not going great.
That it went out on the Xbox. Literally.
Yeah, that's because they had a deal with PlayStation prior to the acquisition of Bethesda. If they didn't, it probably would have launched on Game Pass with them. Do you not have any ounce of critical thinking? Is your frontal lobe not fully developed, my gamer?
Right. I mean, they have, like, all of the relevant games that were available.
No, they don't. What do you mean, what relevant games? What relevant games? What, Stray? Okay, yeah, it's Stray. Cool. What else? Because Deathloop wasn't on your fucking service beforehand. It was just exclusive. And then it came to the service when the service launched. Playing Gears of War 1 on your Steam Deck? Goddamn. I assume with wait, are you doing it with, how the fuck are you doing that? With xCloud? There's no crash or Spyro on PS Plus fail. Yeah, dude. Granted, that's the situation though where it doesn't. I'm pretty sure Microsoft owns Crash now, which is funny as shit. Because they're going to own Crash because because of the Activision deal. Oh, let me rewind that. Hold on a sec. I need to hear that again.
Right. Well, there you go. You can get it for no extra cost. The same time that it went out on the Xbox.
Yeah.
Literally.
Wait. He didn't say on Game Pass. He said the same time it went on Xbox. Does he not know Deathloop was on Game Pass the day it launched on Xbox and PC? Or on Xbox? Does he not know? Does this man actually not know? Are you so averse to research that you couldn't even do a simple 1-minute Google search before making this asinine comment? Why is it so loud, Heller? Probably because his audio is shit. I don't think the video is too loud. I have it like set to like, yeah, it's pretty low. Actually, hold on. Let me hold on.
Right. I mean,
no, the levels are fine. So I assume you're talking about his shitty mic quality.
Have like all of the relevant games that were available last generation.
Last generation. You mean the games most people most likely already played? You know, it's funny. The PlayStation fanboys like to bring up Xbox players only like playing old games on Game Pass, right? Even though it's not true. Xbox gamers don't have any games, even though that's not true. And here we are. This guy is using it as a positive. You can play old games. And like I said, you can play games as new or as old as you want. It doesn't matter. Gaming is gaming, right? But when you're arguing about how one side plays old games and use that as sort of gotcha, you can't then spin that as a positive for your side. Wait, Lego Star Wars is coming to Game Pass? Oh, shit. Hey, Delta, and Sendo Q and Tyler, I've come to the stream. Welcome, everybody. You know what else is neat about Game Pass? Because it's used for the Microsoft Store and it can go across your Xbox, you get discounts on I think almost every game that's on there. Do you get discounts on the games on PS Plus Extra? Anyone who has PS Plus Extra, do you get fucking discounts on those games on PlayStation? Or do you still have to pay full price unless they're on sale? Because I'm curious about that. You do have to pay full price or you do get discounts? Sorry, that's probably my fault for like saying that weirdly. Remember, sleep deprived crab. You're gonna have to work with me here. This Zany water is pretty good. Discount sales. Okay, good. Okay. Fair enough. Good, because oh my god, if they didn't, that would be a fucking. You do free demo. If you're paying it for it, it's not a free demo, my dude. Those trials are not free demos.
You know, like the first party ones, and even some.
What first party ones? Let me rewind that. Hold on.
They have like all of the relevant games that were available last generation.
How do you get that Steam animated sticker? Okay, so you get that when you register your Steam account to watch the Game Awards on Steam to enter the raffle to get a Steam Deck. If you go to Steam and you go to news, you go to the news tab, you should find that, register that, and when you watch the the Game Awards, watch it on Steam because they're giving away a free Steam Deck every minute to random people for the duration of the Game Awards. So that's the thing. I was actually thinking about streaming the Game Awards. So I was like, that could be fun, even if I'll probably get copyrighted to all hell, right? But I don't know how that'll work if I'm gonna watch it on Steam. That's the issue. You're damn right you're doing that, PlayStation Gamer. It's dude. I'm probably not gonna get one, but man, that'd be sick if I did. I want a Steam Deck so goddamn badly. I want to play Vampire Survivors in my goddamn bed.
You know, like the first party ones, and even some of the relevant ones that are like coming out for the PS5 this generation.
Oh, really? Really? Are you sure? Are you sure, my dude? Because I can't think of a single PS5 relevant first party exclusive game that's come out on their system, on their premium subscription day one so far. And we've had what? We've had Demon's. Well, okay, let's not count Demon's Souls. Let's not count Horizon. Actually, wait. Are there even any, apart from God of War, is there any big budget first party exclusive? Well, God of War and Last of Us, I think, that launched after the system like came out. Because the Plus revamp happened in June, right? June or July. So Horizon wouldn't have been on there. Returnal's not on there. Demon Souls remake's not on there. Ratchet and Clank, yeah, that one's wait, is Ratchet and Clank on there, or are you just including that? Like I said, you're gonna have to work with me. I am sleep deprived. But like, my dude, you can't just throw a statement out like that and not provide receipts. Hold on. You know what? Actually, oh, it's not on there. Okay. You know what? Fuck it. Let's find out. He said there are high budget first party exclusives coming out. All right, let's see. PS5 first party games coming to premium. So I don't think that's fucking right at all. I'm not getting any information on this. Games for December, yeah, because like they don't let people know ahead of time. No Gran Turismo, right? Gran Turismo, fucking hell. As if anyone want to fucking play that shit. Yeah, bro, this guy's just pulling it out of his ass. What, DKO? Divine Knockout? Returnal's not bad. I need to finish it, really. I really do need to finish Returnal. But it's at that point where I kind of just want to restart, you know? I'm so far in, I'm just like, maybe I'll just restart so I can get acclimated to the game again.
You know, like Returnal, Spider-Man Miles Morales, Demon Souls, like all of those.
Bro, you're what? No. Hold on, no, let's go back and hear the full thing. No, there's no way this man just said that. There was no way this man just said that.
Even some of the relevant ones that are like coming out for the PS5 this generation, you know, like Returnal, Spider-Man Miles Morales, Demon Souls, like all of those games are in there.
Bro, no, that's cap. That's cap. Is that cap, chat? Is that cap? Is he full of shit? Because I don't think that's true in the slightest. Oh my god, dude. Bro, man, these guys really just fucking say shit. They really just say whatever. They don't actually bother doing research. And they wonder why we make fun of them. They wonder why it's so easy, why there's so many videos on PlayStation fanboys. Maybe if you guys didn't make it so fucking easy, you know, we would go on to do other things. Oh my, bro, come on, man. We are halfway through this video, by the way.
Do discounts for their games, so like if
Xbox does discounts for their games as well on Game Pass. That's not exclusive to the PlayStation.
You see a game that you want, you can actually get PS Plus discounts, monthly game releases, like I said before.
You also get that with Game Pass and with Games with Gold. Although, granted, the Games with Gold has been kind of shit, but also PlayStation for depending on what you like. But you're listening to things as if Game Pass doesn't have this. Like, you know what? Fuck it. Like, because Game Pass literally tells you what's coming. Like, let's look at the recently added, all right? Recently added, we have Eastward, totally reliable delivery service, Walking Dead the Complete Edition, Warhammer 40k Darktide, Soccer Story, Battlefield 2042, Gungrave Gore, Dune Spice Wars, Larpin? Or Lapin, I think it's Lapin, Ghost Lore, Pentiment, Somerville, Flight Simulator 4th Anniversary, Return to Monkey Island, Football Manager 2023, and Football Manager 2023 console. These were all recently added. And Hello Neighbor 2, High on Life, and Monster Hunter Rise are already coming to Game Pass and are able to be pre-installed right now. Are you seriously telling me that PlayStation has anything that offers that level? Hello, Dragonborn Express. Welcome to the stream. You don't worry about being late, good sir. It's my fault for not going to sleep, or not being able to go to sleep, rather. Yeah, Persona 5 as well. Yeah, like, bro, this isn't exclusive to PlayStation. What are you talking about? We're listening to some moron come up with reasons why PlayStation Plus is literally better, and he's either completely lied about things or has talked about things that Game Pass also does. He has yet to make a single point.
They also, like I said, they had the tier system, so I mean, you don't have to pay like the premium price for it. So
except if you want the 400 games and the game trials, you do. You have to pay more for extra. You have to pay more for premium. What are you talking about? Essentials just gives you the monthly games and cloud saves and ability to play your own games online, as I said twice before already in this stream.
If you don't see the value in the PS Plus Premium, you can go with the extra or even essential, right?
Dude, all your arguments go out the window the moment you say, oh yeah, you can just pay for essential. You're saying if you don't see the value, you can pay for the lower stuff. Guess what? I'm fucking losing it. Because Sony couldn't think of a better reason to get people to pay for premium. That's really it. But let's be honest, PlayStation Premium is an actual fucking ripoff. Let me rewind out a bit. Hold on. I know I'm rewinding a lot, but like I said, a sleep-deprived crab does not do great for the memory.
The tier system, so I mean, you don't have to pay like the premium price for it. So if you don't see the value in the PS Plus Premium, you can go with the extra or even essential, right? Which is cool, right?
I'm not gonna subscribe. I'm not gonna subscribe.
And then they have, for people who own the premium, they have the trials.
You are not using the paid demos as a fucking positive.
Steel Rising is one of the games that just went into it. Horizon Forbidden West was another one. Roller Drum was another one that came out recently. For those who want to test those games out, they get a literal trial.
Why should you have to pay for that? Why should you have to pay $17.99 to get access to a fucking demo? Remember when demos were free? Oh wait, demos are still free on the PC platform. I can't believe he's actually defending this. This is peak corporate bootlicking. Oh my god.
And then recently, right?
Jesus Christ, dude, get a goddamn pop filter or pull the mic away from your mouth. Jesus Christ, no one wants to hear that.
We've had the information about the PlayStation Stars that came out.
Stars? Really? You mean the thing that PlayStation is extremely late to the party on? The thing that Microsoft and Nintendo have been doing for decades now? Money. Edge Knight, 79 for the 2. He's a pony licking the boot is all he knows. Damn right. Thank you for the 2, good sir. The demo's in Brawl? I never played Brawl. That's the one Smash never played because it was on a system I never owned.
Which is a reward system for PlayStation Plus.
Yeah, Microsoft has that. It's called Microsoft Reward Points. Like people have literally been able to pay for their Game Pass subscription consecutively using that. Like, hold on. Oh, you know what? Hold on a second, everyone. Because here's the thing. Like I said, because I play on PlayStation 2, I have the app and I'm on PlayStation Stars. So I have that fucking program. So let's just delve in a little bit, all right? Yeah, Microsoft Rewards has existed, I think, since the like Xbox One era, maybe even earlier. Straight up, and maybe even earlier. So I am currently tier 3 in PlayStation Stars. And let's see how many points. I have 900 points. You guys want to know what I can buy with 900 points? I can buy digital collectibles. That's it. If I want to get like let's say like, oh, I want to put these points like maybe to like give me an extra discount on a game, right? Because the Nintendo Gold, you know, a 100 gold is equivalent to $1, which you can apply at checkout for a discount. And I believe Microsoft Rewards works the same way. It's nice, 59 for the 2. People been getting WoW subs for in-game gold, LOL. Another example. Thank you, good sir, for the 2. But if I were to look at, like, you want to know what's the minimum, like, PlayStation credit you can actually get? Let me pull it up real quick. You know, assuming this app isn't fucking lagging like crazy. I think it's under rewards. Oh my god, this app is shit. It's so fucking laggy. Okay. If you want to get wallet funds, you need 5,000 points for $20 or 1,250 points for $5. If you want to get a game like Cult of the Lamb, that is a $24.99 game, 6,250 points. Sekiro, a full price $60 game, 15,000 points. The Quarry, which I think is $70, 17,500 points. And you earn points by doing what again? Oh, right, buying full price games, which, let me check. You know, let's actually take a look. Oh, wow, there's a campaign right now. Share the fun, 50 points. If I play any one of these co-op games, I'll get 50 points. Wow. Wow, what a deal. Oh, here we go. December PS5 store picks, 50 points. Check out this month's selection of PS5 games we think you'll love. Buy any game on the list for a point boost. God of War Ragnarok Standard Edition. Tactics Ogre Reborn Standard Edition. Sonic Frontiers PS4 and PS5 Standard Edition. Persona 5 Royal, Just Dance, and Goat Simulator 3. Most of these are $60 to $70 games. And if you buy them, you don't get like maybe, I don't know, maybe even like 100 or 150 points or 300 points like Nintendo does. You get 50 whole points. Wow. Unless you do get points for the game itself. I don't know, because the app won't fucking tell me. So are you really going to sit here, sir, and tell me that PlayStation Stars is better than Microsoft Rewards or even Nintendo's Gold system? Because it's not. You know what's great about Nintendo's Gold system? With that system, there are games that when they go on sale, you can just straight up get for free because you use those. Like I honestly, it's honestly baffling how easily PlayStation fumbled a simple reward system. How do you fuck that up? It should have been the easiest thing to actually emulate, and they couldn't even do that right.
Where you can redeem your points for, you know, prizes or whatever it is, and or cash, right?
As I already showcased, the cash is very high up on the list and not worth the usage of points, but you know, whatever.
So I'm looking at all of this, right, and I'm like, what is it that Game Pass is doing that PlayStation Plus isn't doing?
Wait a minute. Why are you even tying PlayStation Stars to PlayStation Plus? You don't need to have Plus to be a part of PlayStation Stars. You just need to have a PlayStation account. It's literally a free sign up. Bro, this, oh my god. Does Sony have a browser that allows you to earn points as you search? I don't think so. December 14th, yeah, I remember Witcher Fix. Bro, you're telling me. I can't wait to play through that game again. By the way, you know what's funny, guys? This point system isn't even new for PlayStation. Have any of you heard of Sony Rewards? Sony Rewards was I'm pretty sure it still exists. It's a section of Sony's business side that allows you to also earn points. And if you link, but you would earn it from like buying movies, like Blu-rays, purchasing camera equipment, basically anything Sony, any Sony product. It wasn't just limited to PlayStation. And when you linked your PlayStation, when you bought games, you would get points for that. I don't remember what the conversion was, but I remember, like, whenever you got to 1,000 points, you would be able to redeem that for a $10 PSN credit. So it was actually appropriately priced. So it was 1,000 for 10, 2,000 for 20, so on and so forth. I think it was 6,000 for a brand new game. Makes sense. And here's the thing. I was a part of that program for a long time. I must have gotten at least $80 off of that. Because I think it was a 1-to-1 conversion rate. I don't remember for certain, so I'm not going to say that for certain. But I think it was a 1-to-1 conversion rate, being $1 spent equals 1 point. So $100 spent equals 100 points, and so on and so forth, right? And as PlayStation Gamer says, it's also there for other products. Why didn't they just implement that into PlayStation Stars? Why did they make a new system that is obtuse and nowhere near as rewarding as Microsoft Rewards or Nintendo Gold? I don't have any Sony cameras. I just bought a lot of digital games and Blu-rays. Because my dad also liked some collecting Blu-rays. So when I got into that, I told him just send me the code. Now I'll just add it in. Like I said, I don't remember the exact conversion rate, but I remember being able to efficiently get 1,000 points like every 3 or 4 months, which is pretty fucking good. All right, let's continue with this fucking dog shit video.
And it's not really much. There's nothing really, because you can.
That's because you don't know how to research.
Even stream your games from PlayStation Plus.
You can stream your games on xCloud with Game Pass Ultimate.
Via PC, through Remote Play, and on mobile, and on console.
Is he retarded? Are you retarded? Did you seriously? Oh. And we still have the Harmon and Quantum videos. Jesus Christ. We still have 3 minutes and 12 seconds in this video. This man did not just use PlayStation Now as a gotcha against Game Pass while not knowing that xCloud exists. Your previous message? Hold on. Remember when Activision went woke creating livestock? Oh my. Forgot about the diversity tool. Oh, you'll see what Harmon's doing, Raptor fan. Don't you worry. I saw the title of the video and I was like, oh, we gotta cover this. Is Bayonetta 3 related? So let's get through this so we can have a fun time. instead of a painful time.
So they even have that covered as well. You know what I mean? So I don't understand like what it is that Game Pass is doing that PlayStation Plus isn't doing. As a matter
I doubt you understand a lot of things like basic research, search engines, your own mobile phone.
of fact, I think PlayStation Plus is offering more value and it's cheaper too because
No, let me finish. Hold on, before I continue.
you can get access to the Xbox. I mean the PlayStation.
Did you guys hear that? Did you guys hear that fucking Freudian slip? Did you hear that Freudian slip there? let's play it again. No, please, Gabe, you're not a pony. No, absolutely not. Like I've seen you enough in my comments and my streams. I've seen how you talk, and I've seen the things you talk about like enough to know like you are not a pony, good sir. You were just a fan. And that's fine. Like ponies are a special breed of moron, you know?
Extra, which is cheap.
He couldn't even think of the word. Hold on, let's get that phrase in full.
You know what I mean?
No.
So I don't understand like what it is that Game Pass is doing that PlayStation Plus isn't doing. As a matter of fact, I think PlayStation Plus is offering more value and it's cheaper too because you can get access to the Xbox. I mean the PlayStation Extra, which is cheaper than Game Pass, and even Premium, which is cheaper annually than Game Pass.
PlayStation Extra, huh? Let's take a look. PlayStation Extra, because base Game Pass is $9.99, right? And the Ultimate's $15. How much was the price for PlayStation Extra again? Oh yeah, $14.99. Yeah, it's as much as Game Pass Ultimate. And you don't even get the things that are designed to rival Game Pass Ultimate. My man failed basic math. Sweet Jesus.
Ultimate. And if that wasn't bad enough, PlayStation Plus literally has like almost double the subscribers that Game Pass has.
PS Premium subscribers. I misspelled. I'm tired. $45 million as September 2022. Notable decrease from its peak of 48 million subscriptions in December 2021. Wait, but that's PlayStation Plus. Wait, no, wait, this is not specific to Premium. This is just Plus. Once again, regardless, you're comparing a service that people have to use to play their games online to an optional like play multiple game service. Bro, I am sleep deprived and dying. How am I more literate than you? Yeah, because I can't find any information on the premium numbers. But I know Game Pass is like what, 25 million? Like, or at least 21 million, somewhere around that. Like, it's a pretty good thing for a non like required service for Xbox. You can play Xbox and have never fucking touched Game Pass. If you want to play any online game that doesn't have a subscription, like FF14 or any free-to-play games, if you want to play like, oh, I don't know, Destiny, Call of Duty, Battlefield, pretty much every fighting game, any co-op game, you have to pay for, at the very least, PlayStation Essentials, which is $9.99. You don't have to pay for Game Pass. You can just not use it if you don't want it.
Game Pass that we know of currently, right now, had 25 million subscribers. That was the last confirmed number that we...
Bro, this has to be a troll. This has to be a troll. Because I just looked it up. The PlayStation subscribers is 45 million. You're using the metrics of Game Pass. Wait, hold on. Was he talking about Game Pass or PlayStation? Hold on. Jesus. Jesus Christ. This man's killing me.
Enough. PlayStation Plus literally has like almost double the subscribers that Game Pass has. Game Pass that we know of currently right now had
talking about Game Pass.
25 million subscribers. That was the last confirmed number that we know of, right? PlayStation Plus has what, 49 million subscribers?
45 as of September. It went down from 48. So even on that, you were wrong. But also, like I said, you're comparing apples and oranges. This would be like comparing Games for Gold with PlayStation Premium. They're just not comparable because they're two different services. Game Pass is not equivalent to PlayStation Plus as a whole. PlayStation Plus, only the premium is what's designed to combat Game Pass, not Essentials. What is a false equivalency for 500, Alex?
Or 50 million or something like that, man. They literally have double the subscribers.
He doesn't understand. How does he not understand how? At least 29 million subs. That's not bad.
You know, so even if they wanted to like bring their service to like third-party developers or whatever the case is, right? They would have more of a footing in terms of the number of subscribers to get games onto their service than Microsoft would, man.
Then why are more companies willing to go to Microsoft? Oh, right. Probably because Microsoft has insane amount of capital and is able to pay for every game, for every copy of a game that gets downloaded, resulting in easy revenue.
You know, because they have more people that would more than likely engage with their product.
No, because that only applies to extra and premium. And until we see the extra and premium numbers, we actually don't know if the targeted audience to get games to them easily would be better on Game Pass or extra and premium. Because, like I said before, Essentials is just the basic 3. You do not get the 400 games with Essentials. You do not get the game trials. You do not get the streamable games. Like, holy Christ, dude. You have not made a single point that held any semblance of water.
It's freaking insane, man.
You're freaking retarded, man.
It's not perfect, though, because...
Oh, are we going to hear a fucking negative? Oh, man, I can't wait to hear what his negative is. I can't wait.
Although they did put a lot of time into the service to revamp it or what.
No, they fucking didn't. You can't look at that service and honestly tell me they put time and effort into that shit. September, that Game Pass earned all its subs on its own, while Sony's PS Now only had 3 million subs before it combined to Plus. You don't just magically beat best Game Pass numbers overnight. Exactly. I forgot about that. Yeah. It's really easy to conflate the numbers when you just combine it with a required like service that you basically like extort people with, like,
whatever the case is, right? I would like to see them do a little bit more to try and get maybe more indie games in there day and date. I would like to see them try to get maybe some more AA games in there, like Destruction All Stars and so on and so forth.
Let's just blow past. No, I'm not even gonna touch that with a 10-foot pole.
Right.
I'm not even gonna...
I definitely want to see them get more legacy titles in there for the PlayStation Premium people. But aside from that, man, it looks like Microsoft was literally bested at their own game.
You're a fucking moron if you actually think that. Like he is literally either the dumbest person alive or the most manipulative. Come on. I don't think that's what he's saying. He's saying he wants PlayStation to get more indie and AA games onto their service, even though there's quite a bit already on there. Like his like the thing, his negative, like I'm convinced he put that negative in there because he knew it would be immediately countered by people just showing him the games. He'd be like, oh, I guess they already are doing that. Oh, yuck. So that's not a genuine negative or genuine criticism he has. I don't believe that for a second. He used that just to pretend that, oh, see, I'm not biased. I'm willing to point out its flaws. You can't get one over the Crabman, good sir.
Everything that Xbox was literally offering, at least in terms of Game Pass,
No.
right?
No.
They offer on PlayStation Plus.
No.
For a better value.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
No.
More games, cheaper price.
No.
So on and so forth. The only thing that they don't have is PlayStation. I mean, day and date, first party PlayStation titles. You know.
You also don't have good value.
But I just find it funny because everybody talks about how Game Pass is such a great value.
I find this video funny, and the fact that you genuinely had the confidence to upload this dog shit. I would be embarrassed if I uploaded something like this.
Gaming, and Sony's been criticized to high heaven because they don't have a Game Pass competitor, and now they literally have a comparable competitive service that offers literally more value than what Game Pass is offering.
No, it doesn't. But hey, here's another question. You guys remember when PlayStation fanboys were trying to say that PlayStation Premium was never designed to be a competitor? I guess all of a sudden it is a competitor. Man, you guys flip flop so often. I almost thought you were all just a part of the Mitt Romney hive mind.
You know what I'm saying? Microsoft literally spent all of that money for somebody to come in behind them and do better what they started.
Do better what they started. Do better what they started. Do better what they started. Hello, Golden Apples. Welcome to the stream. Fucking help me. Do better what they started. Now we're 40 seconds out. There's nothing else here. Fuck this. Wow, that was dog shit. Oh, that was fucking terrible.
Hello, everyone. This is Cody Lee of Black.
All right, everyone. Harmon Smith, everybody. Well, apart from being sleep deprived, I'm pretty all right. I'm going to be honest. That video pretty much woke me up. Holy shit, it's 2 p.m.? Jesus Christ. All right, we're probably not going to finish the Harmon video because I want to get to the Quantum video. But I'm just curious about what he has to say here. So Harmon says, what's the full title? Hold on. Like the way I do these streams is that I download the video and I fucking put it into Streamlabs because it's just easier. It allows me to actually see the chat without having to look down at my phone and shit like that. You know, it's just easier. So I gotta fucking go to my watch later and see what the actual full title is. Pretendo Yuri Bros despise Bayonetta 3 for promoting families and children. We're gonna get some spicy anti-LGBT stuff in here, boyos. I can feel it. I can feel it deep in my bones. Are you guys excited? I'm excited. All right, Cody Lee. Show us why your family has nothing to do with you, which is why you streamed for 12 hours on Thanksgiving Day. Oh crap, on OBS Studio, you can read chat on OBS now. It's annoying with OBS Studio. It's annoying you cannot chat back to two people. I use Stream Elements. I don't use OBS Studio because OBS Studio takes a lot of horsepower and a lot more than it needs. And I don't think my PC can handle that yet. So I use Stream Elements. And it's pretty useful. It's neat. Yeah, no, Jacob. Like he fucking streamed for 12 hours on Thanksgiving Day, and when someone commented like I can't believe you had the balls to like stream this to spending Thanksgiving with your family, he straight up said, "What family?" Edge Knight 79 for the 2, just in case Mama Susan axes you because Harmon. Thank you, good sir. That's gonna help real nice. All right, Cody Lee, show us why you're the biggest lolcow in on the Nintendo side of things.
Hello, everyone. This is Cody Lee of BlackCatBooks.org, author of
What's the next reading, Heller? I don't know, man. Honestly, it was a fucking crucible converting that shit into a PDF file so I can share it with Alex so we can read it on his stream. Because like I had to go like page by page, turning literally 225 like PDF files and then combining all of them. Like, it's not even getting a better camera, Dragonborn. It's just make sure it's set up before you start fucking recording, my man. What are you doing? What are you doing, Harmon?
Dragon, cruel and beautiful rabbit hole lore and fray in the upcoming Jaw of the Dragon. Well, it's safe to say that over the past couple of weeks, we've had a trickle of really low-level 20,000 view videos regarding Bayonetta 3.
It's funny that you're using 20,000 views as a kind of negative when Harmon, you can barely hit 300.
There are a lot of people trying to push the narrative that the game is bad.
No one ever said that. Look, I played Bayonetta 3, all right? And the only thing people said that were genuinely bad was the narrative. And I agree the narrative is dumb, but I'm going to be honest, I don't play Bayonetta for the story. Can anyone tell me that, can you honestly tell me that any of the Bayonetta games were well written? Those games make no sense, and who cares, right? Like, the ending sucks, but I can get past it because I'm just like, I don't fucking care. It's just a fucking fun video game. But no one is complaining about the combat or the gameplay, or, the main draw of a character action game, Harmon. Of course, I fucking do. Hey, Retronomicon, welcome to the stream. PlayStation Gamer, even Anime Plus are more cohesive than Bayonetta half the time. Bayonetta literally is fucking absurd. You are there for a fun ride. That is all you need. That is all you need to be prepared for Bayonetta. Who gives a fuck about the story? This is not the VA video he did. No, this is about him talking about Yuri Pretendo's mad at Bayonetta for promoting families and children. Exactly. Welcome to Platinum Games.
And of course, it's ridiculous.
So he's not talking Yuri as in a name. He's talking about people who like Yuri, which is the female equivalent of yaoi, basically same-sex romance. Can you guess where this video is probably going to be going? Are you guys excited?
I acknowledged it as such, immediately after finishing the game, that week, the weekend it came out.
Yeah, because people really hated the ending. People really hated that ending, and I can see it. Like, my feelings with the ending is apathy. Like I said, because I genuinely don't give a shit about the story of Bayonetta. I never did. I'm just there for fun combat. But, like, I can understand people being pissed at that ending.
In that, people are reaching to try and find something to complain about. And I think this extends to people like the Gaming Brit Show. I've seen guys in, astronaut costumes say the game is bad.
Astronaut costumes? Is he talking about literal astronaut costumes, or is that a channel? Yeah, exactly. Bayonetta story makes DMC stories look like shapes. Yeah, because DMC stories are dumb, but they're simple. Right? Like your average person can play through DMC and understand what's happening. I dare you to get someone who plays games like COD or Last of Us, even story heavy games. Tell them to sit down and play Bayonetta, pay attention to the story, and tell them to recite to you what happened. They won't be able to do it because no one can. It's fucking incomparable nonsense.
Seen all sorts of weird complaints, weird allegations.
No, he wait, did he say this game's gonna be shit? Hold on a second. Ooh, we might have some development PlayStation Gamer. Let's do a little researching, shall we? Let's check. Armin Smith. Oh my god, he's approaching 1,000 subs. He has 769. Jesus Christ, what is wrong with you people? Let me just look up Bayonetta because he uploads so much dog shit. Bayonetta, yep, 1 year ago, Bayonetta 3 looks awful. 4 months ago, Bayonetta 3 trailer breakdown. Why I'm so disappointed. Bayonetta 3 review. 28 minutes. Boycott this and miss out. Wait, no, that sounds like no, wait, that sounds like he's like telling people like you'll miss out if you boycott it. Bayonetta is the best action game series of all time, better than Devil May Cry. God, where it's not better than Devil May Cry. I love Bayonetta. It is not better than Devil May Cry. Max Dude shills Bayo 3 on Yuzu and free-to-play fighting games. Gamers must condemn him. Oh my fucking god. Woo, boy. Oh, 4 months ago. Bayonetta 3 does not look good. Bro, this guy is fucking retarded. Oh yeah, I love Maximilian Dude. He's fucking great. Bro, that clip of him dealing with that bullshit in Callisto and just deleting the game that was the hardest I laughed in a while. That was really fucking funny.
Weird conspiracies. It is ridiculous, and I think it's just simply not going to stick.
What is he staring at?
Honestly, it's kind of like the antithesis to Bayonetta 2 in that respect. Whereas Bayonetta 2 was like not a very good game that got kind of, over the years kind of got, people realized it wasn't very good.
No, people just didn't like the changes to Bayonetta compared to Bayonetta 1. The thing about Bayonetta, this is going to sound like a weird comparison, but stay with me here. The Bayonetta series is a lot like Darksiders, in the sense that each game's mechanics lend to a very different type of playstyle. Like in Bayonetta 1, enemies are faster, they're more aggressive, and Bayonetta 1, like, it was all about utilizing your Wicked Weave moves, right? Getting those off, learning how to use dodge, offset, that type of stuff. Very brutal, but it was very fun. Bayonetta 2, they introduced I guess, I'm hesitant to call it a devil trigger, but that's essentially what it is, where you can utilize a Wicked Weaves, like, easily. But because of that, it also made using the combo Wicked Weaves less incentivizing, because why would I use that and waste a meter when I can just wait to go to activate basically my super and then go through it, right? And it also kind of like made torture attacks take a little backseat, which was kind of annoying. But Bayonetta 3 was meant to be more of a spectacle, which is fine. And now Bayonetta 3, that's Astral Chain 2. Playing Bayonetta 3, Platinum Games really wanted to make Scalebound. And it's interesting because the director of Bayonetta 3 was the combat director of Bayonetta 3, or combat designer. He worked on Astral Chain, and he was working on Scalebound. So hey. So they're all incredibly different games in terms of gameplay. Even though they're all character acting and they share like similar DNA, they're all very different. And obviously that's not going to gel with everyone. Like Darksiders 2, Jesus Christ, Darksiders 1 is a 3D Legend of Zelda. Darksiders 2 is the character action Diablo, and Darksiders 3 is a Souls-like. Wasn't Scalebound used to funnel money? I don't think so. Because they really wanted to make that game. I don't know, I'll have to look into that. Bayonetta design in Bayo 2 is best Bayo? Nah, I really like Bayonetta 3's design. That shit is fantastic.
I think Bayonetta 3 is kind of going to be the opposite, where people play and spend time with this game and realize that, yeah, it is pretty solid. It is pretty good. It is better than Devil May Cry 5.
You're a fucking idiot. You're actually a fucking idiot. I have played both games extensively. No, Bayonetta 3 does not touch Devil May Cry. The only thing Bayonetta 3 has over Devil May Cry is level design. Like, Devil May Cry's worst thing is level design, but let's be honest, that's kind of just Devil May Cry in a whole. I can't think of a single Devil May Cry game that had good level design all throughout. Like Devil May Cry 4, maybe, at least with the variety locations. But the problem with Devil May Cry 4 was that the game was literally unfinished, so they just had the Dante sections go through Nero sections in reverse. That's all it was. I'm gonna need some proof on that, Tyler, because I'm pretty sure because Square Enix is who developed Nier Automata. Like Platinum just lended their combat like design to Nier, but that game was mostly developed by Square Enix and written by Yoko Taro. I'm gonna need a link to that.
And God of War 2018 or whatever else they're comparing this game with. That is one of the things that's really annoying to me is that like other than DMC5, what other action game like this has come out in like recent memory?
Devil May Cry 5.
Like Bayonetta 3 really fundamentally has no competition. And
Okay, no, hold on. I'm gonna fucking look this up now. I'm pretty sure Platinum just worked on the combat. Square Enix and published by Square Enix and developed by Platinum Games. It's equal to Nier itself. It's been off a sequel of Dragon Guard series. Huh, I could have sworn they just worked in the combat. Huh, alright. Oh, I know what I was thinking of. I was thinking of Nier. I was thinking of fuck, the Wii U game. Star Fox 3D. That's it. Yeah, Star Fox. They just lended their expertise for the combat. Yeah, Astral Chain, soon FF16.
yet you're still trying to argue that there are better alternatives out there.
Yeah. Star Fox Zero, thank you. Jesus Christ, I'm so fucking sleep deprived. Astral Chain would have been a lot better if it ran at fucking 60 FPS. Is reported to happen, no one has definite proof. Yeah, I don't take things like that seriously. I'm gonna be honest. Because like I said, like Scalebound was a game Platinum really wanted to make. It doesn't make sense that they would that they would funnel money from that to work on what was essentially a side project for them. One bottle of water down.
Which just simply isn't the case. This game shits all over Devil May Cry 5.
You're gonna have to explain that because it really doesn't.
And 4, and 3, and 2, and 1, and of course,
Oh, look who it is! Cookies! Welcome to the chat, funny man. Spoiler, Quantum TV gave God of War 8 out of 10 and Game of the Year. Alright. Well, we're not talking about Quantum right now, so I don't know why you're here. Because you seem to only appear whenever Quantum's here.
every game in the series, right? Just like the original. It is just on such a higher level, there's really no comparing them. And of course,
I'm really curious to see if I'm really curious to see Harmon's playtime. I want to know if he even played the game on any difficulty above easy automatic. Harmon's the kind of guy I think would play on easy automatic and think he's a god.
I went back and played the original Devil May Cry and the original Bayonetta to compare them. And
why would you compare the original Devil May Cry, which was the genesis of character action, to Bayonetta? Like Devil May Cry was a version of RE4 that turned into that. And it's much older. Like Devil May Cry 1 is much closer to Resident Evil because that's what it was. It was originally a RE4 demo, and they turned it into Devil May Cry. If you're going to compare it to anything, compare it to DMC3. I'm going to tell you right now, Bayonetta 1 is not going to hold up against DMC3.
the difference between them is night and day. Devil May Cry 1 is clunky. It's boring. It's unintuitive.
It's almost as if it's the first game in the series on the PS2 that created the genre. You simpleton. You clown.
It doesn't have good level design.
That is just... I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one, Chief. The castle is pretty... it was a pretty fun level to explore. I would say it's probably the best level in Devil May Cry.
Like, the only good thing about it is maybe the art and maybe the music. You know, like, I really do like the visual design of Devil May Cry 1. But, like, generally speaking, I think the reason why people are so upset has nothing to do with the gameplay.
Oh, here we go. Are you guys ready? Here we go.
Or its competition, or even really the console it's on. Like, the issue...
Yeah, I'm gonna give you a little bit of a spoiler, Harmon. If you actually paid attention to what people were talking about, it was the narrative people hated. Let's rip the Band-Aid off, folks. Let's just rip it right off.
Issue, I think, with Bayonetta 3 is that a lot of people are salty that Bayonetta likes men. And this is the
There it is. There it is.
thing that we keep coming back to over and over again. So much so, this one thing I think eclipses everything else, that I think this is the real reason why people are so salty. This is the reason so many people are trying to say this game is a disappointment or that it's underwhelming, is that Bayonetta has a child with Luca. They actually had sex. And I think this, by extension, is...
Which is something you can never say. Cookie, what the fuck are you talking about? Wait, so he can criticize DMC, but Quantum can't criticize this God of War? I love this world we live in. Good job on your English, by the way. We'll move on to Shapes next week, buddy.
Is the reason why Viola is so despised among these people. Why these people try to pretend the character isn't good and that she's not, like, interesting, or that she doesn't have anything, there's nothing positive to say about the character.
What the hell are you talking about, Harmon? Like, the most I have seen in regards to anything negative about Viola is regarding to the ending, which he's probably going to spoil, but I'm just going to not try to spoil it until he fucking does it. And that the fact that she's just not as interesting a character because there's not as much missions. Like, guys, think about DMC 5. Think about how much time you have with Nero and V and Dante, right? Like, just think about how much time you spend with them in missions. For every, I want to say, 3 missions of Bayonetta in Bayonetta 3 that he plays Bayonetta, there's 1 Viola mission. And there's like 14 chapters. The issue is that she's just not utilized enough. Like her combat mechanics are neat. Like, I like the idea that she has a parry more. But like the issues people have with the character is literally just the fact about the ending. Like I said, I'm not going to spoil it unless this retard spoils it. Let's just be honest, he's probably going to. But let's just save it for now. Because even though I don't care about the story, someone might.
It's because the character's very existence disproves the notion that Bayonetta would never, ever settle for a man. Like,
no one ever said that. I mean, people made jokes about Bayonetta and John, like, oh, they're totally fucking. But it's like, at the end of the day, like, it's just not a big deal. And by the way, Harmon, just because she has sex with a man and has a child doesn't mean she's straight. You know, the B in LGBT stands for bisexual, right? That's all I'm saying.
Such a thing was far, far beneath her. It's like, she's clearly bisexual, and by that,
Bro, does this guy not brush his teeth?
mean, she's clearly a lesbian. That is the argument that
I mean, it doesn't help that like a lot of the scenes with her and Jean are extremely like sexual. But then again, they're also pretty sexual with the Luca. Like I do think that people who were surprised that she would get with Luca, like I said, the story of Bayonetta makes no sense, but there was innuendo between them in Bayonetta 1 and 2. It was subtle, but it was there, right? Like it was very sparingly used, but that clearly it was there. Like I said, I think the issue with the game is less the fact that she has a child, but it's more the fact with how the game ends. We'll get there eventually.
that people are seriously putting forward in regard to the situation, in that Bayonetta and Luca's relationship was rushed, and that it comes out of nowhere, and that it's just nonsensical and ridiculous.
You mean just like the entirety of Bayonetta's story?
When I actually went back and played Bayonetta 1, and I actually did realize they've been building up this moment since the very beginning. Like, this is their character dynamic. Like, I don't understand what's so difficult to understand about this is that Bayonetta and Luca have a very specific kind of relationship. Like, they are unique, interesting characters. Like,
Are you gonna explain your thought process? Are you going to explain your position on this, or are you just going to move on to the next point without giving any actual reasons? Because if you're going to say this, you need to provide proof. You need to explain. Explain!
I've seen people argue that Luca is just a bit character, but in reality,
I've never heard anyone say that. Maybe about Enzo, because Enzo is literally a bit character. But I never heard anyone say Luca's a bit character. Explain!
it's interesting how like people say that like, oh, Luca's a bit character, he's not important, he's not relevant to the series or the lore, he's not like, people say these things.
I mean, to be fair, like it's rare that he really wasn't used much in the first two games. Like there's moments near the end, right, where like he's helping child Bayonetta like survive. And then there's the moments in 2 with Loki. I think it's Loki, right? But it's like he wasn't like a titular character. And like people liked him because he was goofy. People liked him because he always like fucking, he couldn't get through a single cool moment without falling flat on his face.
And they don't really comprehend or maybe make the association with the fact that like the same could be said about Jean in a lot of ways. Like they say Luca didn't have a real relationship with Bayonetta in past games, like the same could be said for Jean. Like shit, and like Bayonetta,
I mean, yeah, but like the innuendo, like I said, while there was innuendo between Bayonetta and Luca, it was nowhere near as out of pocket and just in your face as it was between Bayonetta and Jean. So, like, I can understand why people could think that. But at the same time, like, who fucking cares? Because here's the thing. You know what? You guys give me a second. Let's, Harmon, I'm curious about, because someone brought up a point earlier and I forgot to fucking mention it, but didn't you make a video about Bayonetta being gay that you talked about? Like a while ago? Ba-ba-ba. There's one from a month ago. Bayonetta and Platinum Games BTFO's Yuri enthusiast. Why do you keep using that fucking word? The LGBT community loses a lesbian icon to a man. If there was another video, guys, let me know. Send it my way.
one, Bayo didn't even remember who Jean was, despite like, their past rivalry and their past relationship. Right?
Yeah, because she had amnesia. What? Harmon, you know how amnesia works, right? Like if someone had previous relationships with someone, whether it be rivalry or romantic or platonic, and they have amnesia and they get it back, all those experiences come rushing back, right? They don't still just don't remember, don't care about the person. Like if I got amnesia like tomorrow and then my dad helped me regain it, I'm not gonna suddenly like, I don't know, I don't care about my dad. I don't care about my dad. I don't love him. Like, because when my memory's back, everything is back. What are you talking about?
right? Like to say that like they're Bayonetta and Jean were clearly lovers is just ridiculous. Like that was clearly like fanfic shipping goggle bullshit from the very beginning. Always has been, especially with like the release of 2, I suppose post release of 2. Like it feels like the people who are getting angry about this and making all these like really big long rant videos, like they weren't fans of the brand or characters. And I
Explain it. Give us proof. Because, like I said, every complaint I've seen about Bayonetta was about where the narrative went at the end. It had nothing to do with her and Jean. Like there are people who complained about that, right? But I don't think they meant it in any. I don't think they've seen any actual sincerity. Like I remember on Castle Super Beast, Pasterzat called it the 9/11 for gays. But I don't think he was like genuinely like being serious. I think he was just playing it up for effect. When in reality, the actual ending is kind of shit. And that left a sour taste in a lot of people's mouth. But it had nothing to do with the fact that she and Luca were together. It had to do with other aspects.
I think Hideki Kamiya has kind of said the same thing, is that if you define Bayonetta, if you're a fan of Bayonetta due to her like assumed sexuality, you were never really a fan of the character. And
I mean, to be fair, Death of the Author exists. Like, if George Lucas were to tell me that Star Wars is about like oh, I can't even fucking speak. If Star Wars was actually about how the Force is used to make people buy toys, and that the galaxy far far away is actually entrenched in the entirety of Ohio, it's not going to make it true just because the creator said it, because the information clearly contradicts that. And like I said, compare the innuendo between Luca and Bayonetta, and then compare it between Bayonetta and Jean, you can see a reasonable reason why people would think that she's gay and she wasn't into Luca.
I think that's kind of where we're at, and when it comes to like this online discourse, is that a lot of people are fans of specific things and specific characters because of this alleged LGBT association when it's not really there. Like I had this poor
I mean, that's not exclusive to LGBT community. There are tons of people who extrapolate and read too hard into characters and stories and think they're about something when they're about the absolute opposite.
problem with Korra too, where like Korra and Asami met when they were fighting over a guy, and what happens? 4 seasons later, they end up in a lesbian relationship. Why? Because like the audience demanded it, and if that didn't happen,
You're gonna have to prove that, because as far as we know, they intended that to happen all along. Like, I don't even like Legend of Korra, but for fuck's sake, dude, you gotta have like some proof behind it. You can't just say that, just be like, oh yeah, there it is, there's the proof. What's the proof? I said it.
the series would have been forgotten a long time ago because the series was a pile of shit. Like it was just terrible buildup. It was just pandering to like a degenerate audience.
Degenerate, huh? There it is. Only took 6 minutes and 29 seconds, but I was waiting for that word to come up. Harmon, look at yourself in the mirror. Look at that terrible stubble. Look at how you talk about women. Oh, do I need to bring up your thoughts on the Activision Blizzard sexual conduct fiasco? Remember, Harmon, when you said the women are lying, and you said that this is what happens when you let women in the workplace? That video that got taken down for hate speech? But you can still see it on my channel when I covered it. You want to talk about degeneracy, Harmon? Are you sure you want to go down this road, buddy? Are you sure? I think he wants to go down this road, chat.
Even Nick didn't like it, because of how they refused to air it on TV and did that thing. Like the show was a failure, but because of this weird this weird like online community, it had like a following for a really, really, really long time. People
Then it wasn't a failure. If it had a following and it managed to actually get to a conclusion, that's by definition not a failure, man. A failure would be as if it stopped after the first season because no one watched it and no one cared about it and no one petitioned to get it back because no one wanted to see any more of it. I forgot about the George Floyd video. Jesus Christ. Oh, Jesus Christ, I forgot about that.
who were like obsessed with it and like talked about it constantly, even though the show itself wasn't good. The show had a following because of its relationship with like, the original series, which also wasn't good.
Did he just say The Last Airbender wasn't good? Ooh. Oh, no, 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 no. You're going to have to explain that. You're not going to. I know you're not, because you just fucking listen to whoever gives you the opinions to talk about.
But like it's interesting when like the actual creatives behind like a property, the same people who made it successful to begin with, they make something like Bayonetta 3 and they follow up on like one of the critical core plot lines that have been built up since the original, have been there since the inception of the series. Like the fact that the
I would not say it was built up. Their relationship was definitely not built up because there's like I said, it's brief and like most of the stories is basically about like Bayonetta 1, its core plot is about her remembering her remembering that she has the right eye of the world, securing her amnesia. Bayonetta 2 is about her trying to save the world from basically God. Like there are moments where they interact, and there are like I would say sexually charged moments, but no one could have predicted like going from that where it's like what 3 minutes total between both games to the full thing in Bayonetta 3.
these people get upset at this, I think this is how they react when they aren't pandered to. And I think that's kind of what this comes down to is that like
You want to talk about how people react when they don't get pandered to, Harmon? Really? All right. We got 2 minutes left. Let's just fucking finish this, and then we'll move on to Quan Cuck TV.
the Yuri Bros, I suppose is what we are calling them now. Because they all seem to be like
No one's calling them Yuri Bros. Why do you keep fucking trying to come up with these phrases that just don't take off, dude? Yuri Bros? What the fuck are you talking about?
straight white men who fetishize lesbian lifestyles, which you should do, by the way, because
Harmon, the fact that you use the term Yuri Bro tells me that you are the exact type of person who fetishizes lesbian relationships. Come on now. This projection is getting really bad. This projection is... Oh. Come on, my dude. Come on.
lesbians aren't sexy. Like the Yuri
You shouldn't do because lesbians aren't sexy. Harmon. Jesus goddamn Christ, my dude. Is it really so hard to not let the mask slip when you're recording a video? Holy fuck. Should we even continue after that? I feel like that's the epitome. Should we just move on to Quantum? Because it is like 2:41. Should we just move on to Quantum, guys? Yes? Don't look at his browser history. Henry K, Quantum made a God of War Ragnarok review, and apparently it's really bad. And if it's anything like that 30-minute first impressions he did, where he was reviewing the TV for the first 20 minutes, yeah, this is probably going to be something special. All right, get out of here, Harmon. You fucking clown. All right, Cucumber Man, what do you got for us?
Dad of War.
Oh, that was loud. Holy shit, hold on. Ba-ba-ba. Ah.
Dad of War. Today I'm going to be giving you a review on it. Now, a lot of
Quantum. Everyone knows it's Dad of Boy, good sir. Come on now.
people have kind of already picked what side of the aisle they're going to be standing on. They either like the game or really hate the game for various reasons. I'm just going to be giving my take, since reviews are subjective. Take it for what it is. You don't have to agree with me. You can disagree all you want.
As long as you don't tell me to fucking kill myself because I like a video game, we should be fine.
And again, you can always agree. But I think we should talk about this game because I think it's actually pretty good and pretty bad at the same time, and we'll talk about why. So if we look at the box art, it's kind of like meh. There's not like a whole lot of crazy graphics going around, and I don't know, maybe I'm a little old school, but I like back in the day when they used to do that cool little thing, how they used to kind of put little cutscenes to show you what the game would be like, certain aspects of gameplay that they're highlighting. I wish they would have done that. Most games don't do that nowadays, so I guess we'll let that one go.
You know what? I can actually see that point. I actually do think that box arts, I don't get physical anymore, but I can see the point that like they kind of become a little like less interesting, less unique. They started to become like modeled after like they're starting to like copy one another, right? Like I actually kind of get that. Weird. Wow. Okay. Wow. Fucking weird. All right. Is this a game review? Yes, it is a game review of Ragnarok. I don't know if he goes into spoilers, like I said, so be warned, I did not watch this in advance. I do not know if there are spoilers in this video. It's a 10-minute video, you never fucking know, right? But let's just keep going.
But if we talk about further onto the additional offerings of the bonus characters and what they offer, so I guess maybe you can be happy if you like the color white and gold as like, I don't know, like he's a Spartan, so I would have expected like maybe like an exclusive Spartan outfit, maybe the OG skins to be like a pre-order bonus, but to see this like...
Holy shit! I actually agree with that too! What is happening? I actually don't know why they never bothered to include like OG skins as like an unlockable. Holy shit, this man is 2 for 2 so far. Gah? Because hey, do you guys remember in older God of War you can unlock like the Spud of War or the Cod of War, or in God of War 2 when you beat it in Titan mode, you unlock the skin where you would play as Athena? That was fucking cool. DNC Definitive Edition? Yeah, they did do that. Do I know peanuts and pennies? Not yet. I don't know. Will Quantity V get a W? Let's find out.
Kind of like, it's a colored version of an armor piece that is literally already in the game. And it just doesn't really feel very unique or exclusive. It kind of removes any real desire to have pre-ordered in the first place. So,
is that 3 for 3, chat? Is that 3 for 3? Because that was one of my other complaints. I really don't like how many armor sets in the game are basically just lazy recolors. Is that 3 for 3? Why are people clowning this? Oh my god, I can't. Oh my god, what's gonna happen later in this review? What's gonna happen? Oh, this is. Oh, okay. 3 for 3 so far. Something's wrong. I can feel it.
the pre-order bonus is definitely a little weak in my opinion there. The install size for Dad of War is basically 84 gigs if you're on PlayStation 5 and well over 100 if you're on PS4. Now, this is, again, in line with what we've seen, so we can't really be too critical here. Games are just going to be really large, so you're going to have to invest in storage. Though, I will say it is annoying to see that the game is this big and the graphical improvements aren't really kind of in line with the game of this size.
NANI?
More on that later.
Wait, hold on. I'm gonna have to hear that again. I think I misheard a part of that. Hold on.
Can't really be too critical here. Games are just going to be really large, so you're going to have to invest in storage. Though, I will say it is annoying to see that the game is this big and the graphical improvements aren't really kind of in line with the game of this size.
NANI?
More on that later.
No, that was not my Nani. That was not my Nani. That was him. He put that in. Is he surprised that it's not that much of a graphical leap? Like, I don't know. He's gonna get into more of that later, but like, I don't know what anyone would expect when it's a PS4 game as well. You know, like it can only be pushed so far. To be fair, the size is fine compared to what COD is like 200 gigabytes. But yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, like 84 gigs is a little the same, but at the very least with God of War Ragnarok, like there's a lot in the game. There's a lot of open spaces, right? There's a lot of fucking like textures to be rendered. Like I understand it. Like it makes sense. It's just I really wish games got better at like file compression. Remember when the biggest complaint was about Titanfall 1 on PC being 60 gigs? Do you guys remember that? Oh, what a wonderful world.
Later. Taking to the main menu, you can kind of see a couple different things. I mean, you have the typical story elements and...
Why is he recording the TV? You can record the footage directly from your PlayStation and upload it to your channel, dude. And then you can download that footage and then put it in your editing software to use. What? I think he's recording on his phone or a camera at least. I don't... Why?
Options, but there's nothing really unique, right? And I think this is where these story games kind of, for a lot of people, where we heard a lot of the negativity come from, kind of play into part, because typically when you have a game that's story driven, the only thing that matters in a story game after the story is beaten is its replayability, the replay value. This game, like many other story games, have very little replay value because it's just repetitive and it doesn't really do a whole lot to change that. It would have been nice.
Chat. Is that 4 for 4? What do you guys think? Is that 4 for 4? Good, listen. I like God of War a lot. Both the OG and the new ones. I 100% of this game and platinumed it. So like I know the ins and outs of this game. But I can see how the gameplay can I can understand people's complaints about the gameplay being repetitive. Is this 4 for 4? You got to with type single player narrative games, obviously have much less replay value than the other games. Because it's funny too, because like God of War 2018 was more replayable the moment the New Game Plus came out, because New Game Plus added all the new armors that you can get, as well as upgraded sets. You can just really just break the game with certain builds.
To see, for example, a challenge mode of some sort included in the game as a separate option in the main menu, to where when you click on it, like old school games, there's all kinds of crazy challenges that really put your gear and your skills that you spent getting up to the test, and it just doesn't happen that way.
Is this 5 for 5? Okay. You know what? No, I think we should give this a half point, because there is an area that is really designed to test your abilities, and that is the Muspelheim trials, right? But granted, you have to be in the game, you have to physically travel to it, when it would be nice to just, you know, get it in the menu like in the old games with Challenge of the Gods. What is happening? We're 2 minutes and 42 seconds in, and we already have what, 4.5 God damn decent points. So Dragon Express. So in Muspelheim, once you get like the basic version stuff done, you unlock like special versions in the center, and one of them is like kill 99 enemies, survive, things like that. But one of the final ones is an actual boss rush, but it's not major story bosses. It's the mini bosses. So like the elven captains, the ogres, those types of enemies, which is neat, but it's not like, it shows that he actually played the game, not like Elden Ring, where he played for maybe 20 minutes and put it away. Yeah, right. Yeah, yeah, we will give you 4.5 points, or 4.5 W's, Quantum. Holy fuck! Wow, I'm impressed.
Another problem is, even though that game doesn't have some sort of replayability through challenge modes or other unique custom modes that we would have loved to see, it just does not have that replayability because it doesn't have chapters. I don't know how many games that are story driven they like to make where it's just a one playthrough and then you restart all over again. I think that kind of defeats the purpose, especially in a game plus mode, for example. I feel like, so you're already acknowledging I beat the game, I've already got all my stats, I've already got all my gear. Let me pick what chapter and what part of the game I want to play. The only...
Is that 5? Is that 5.5? Dude, we are like a third through this video, and I'm gonna be honest. He's making pretty decent fucking points so far. I can't tell you how much I would love for chapters to come back, especially in Ragnarok, because if anyone here has played it, there are so many sections where you're just walking and talking and like zero combat. It would be so nice to just, maybe oh, I don't want to do the 2-hour Anger Boda section where her and Atreus are just walking through a very pretty, tram for, 2 hours. And then I get, one snippet of gameplay that's piss easy, and it's done, 30 seconds. What the hell? Okay, let's keep going.
The way to do this is to have a pre-existing game save onto your drive and then play from that point, but that's kind of pointless because you're not always going to have a bunch of game saves, so I think that's really annoying. Now this next piece I took a lot of heat for, and I really don't care, because I still feel the same way. The pacing of the story is too slow. Simply put, they spend too many hours on screen talking, to the point where a lot of people have called this a cutscene simulator. It didn't really feel like you were being dropped into this action game. It felt a lot like it was a very slow opening of a movie.
Okay, I do kind of... Okay, so the pacing stuff, I get that complaint, right? I do get it, but personally, we played 2018, right? So we know what the game, pacing is like. And considering, this was going to be a trilogy that they decided to just do in one final game, it makes sense that there's going to be a lot of sections and talking. So, I don't know, I kind of agree and kind of half-agree, because I didn't have an issue with pacing on my first time through, but I'm replaying it on the hardest difficulty because I want to see how it feels with, on the highest difficulty, because I played on hard, Give Me No Mercy, on my first run through. I want to see how bullshit some of the bosses, like a certain one in Muspelheim, is on the hardest difficulty. And I will say, I think the pacing becomes a problem after the first playthrough, if you're interested in the world. I think if you're not interested in the world, the pacing becomes an issue. But I think if you are genuinely intrigued by what's happening, you're not gonna feel it as much. I would say the bigger issue is just the amount of slow climbing and shimmying. So yeah, it's hard to say, because there's parts of the pacing part where I'm I don't think that's the problem. Then there's parts of it where it is. So I don't know. Well, I will give him half a point for that. So we'll say we're at 5.5. So what, 6? 6.
And not a very good one. And it's to the point where the
Wait, hold on. I need to. Oh, opening to a movie, not a very good one, right?
Pacing of the story has a very roller coaster vibe. It goes up, down. You don't really know like what's happening until they get to certain parts of the story, and you go, okay, that's what you're referencing here.
Wait, excuse me. Okay, so when I saw when Alex was talking about was watching his 30-minute video on God of War, I remember like he chose give me a story, the easiest difficulty. And then when the cutscene was playing, he was complaining about how there's no story. So like now I'm starting to wonder, it's like, are you saying this because you didn't pay attention or because you were impatient? Like, is it an actual problem, or were you just unwilling to, actually sit there and pay attention? Let me rewind that so I can get the full context. Hold on a second.
And it's to the point where the pacing of the story has a very roller coaster vibe. It goes up, down. You don't really know like what's happening.
Yeah, that sounds like he's impatient, doesn't understand, because I had no issues understanding what was happening.
Until they get to certain parts of the story, and you go, okay, that's what you're referencing here.
Wait, that's what you're referencing here?
It's just, I don't know. I didn't like the writing personally. I thought it had a lot of room for improvement until the latter half of the game.
I will say, when it comes to the writing, like I think they nailed the character stuff, and I think the overall narrative is all right. But on replaying it, I did discover a pretty big plot hole with the game early on. That results that in regards to a certain narrative element that one of the things I got spoiled on. I won't, like I said, if he's not going to spoil it, I'm not going to spoil it, because I just don't want, even though like it's been out for what, I think like 2 weeks, maybe 3, I still don't feel it's safe to spoil yet. But, okay.
Now, once you get to about midway through the game, it's pretty engaging and...
Bro, why are you recording it like this? This is so strange. Like why? The PS5 has a capture system. You don't even need a capture card anymore. What? Just... Like, I don't understand why, I get using this when you're reviewing the TV, because that's what he does, right? He's a TV reviewer or calibrator. So, like, this type of angle makes sense. But when you're reviewing the game, just record the footage and upload it, and then download that, and then put it onto your editing software so you can put it in the points you need to be. God, I'm great at English. God, I'm so fucking tired.
The action scenes are a lot more, so the cutscenes are a lot more forgivable. But in that opening scene, the boy with his wolf, he's crying over the wolves, but then he has to fight a wolf, and it's just all this stupid contradictory stuff that I just, from a writing perspective...
What? Quantum? What are you talking about? How is Atreus being sad that his pet wolf Fenrir is dying in his arms, and that is contradictory that, oh, he's sad about the wolf, but he's fighting a wolf? Is this where it all goes downhill, folks? That's not a contradiction, dude. Quantum, do you know what a contradiction is? In mythology, Fenrir is Loki's son, yeah, but in Ragnarok, it's just a wolf it's specifically just a wolf that Atreus raised up. Quantum, you were doing so well. What happened? Oh no, is it all downhill from here?
Perspective did not appreciate. Again, that's to each their own, but that's my take on that.
Yeah, but your take doesn't make any sense. Hello, Julian Green. Great to see you back in the chat too. And man, I don't know if I'm doing so well. We were for like 3.5 minutes, but now we're here.
More unforgivingly, though, I think is the way that the story kind of doesn't have a built-upon theme. And what I mean is like...
Okay, no, I'm gonna let him finish, because...
Okay, so in the last game, he was a dad. We all know that he's trying to build his son up and all that stuff. And now they're trying to establish...
No. The theme of 2018 was about him being given, was about him learning that he deserves a second chance and learning how to be better as a god, and how, you know, the cycle must be broken, and in order to do that, we as gods must be better. Whereas I would say the theme of God of Ragnarok was probably like I would say coming to terms with fear of growing up, you know, protecting your son to the point where you're almost pushing him away at a point, which is, I could probably say it better if I wasn't so fucking tired, but let's see where he's going with this.
Establish the opening story again is him being a dad.
What? Yeah, of course he's still gonna be a dad, Quantum. Atreus isn't dead. That's not the theme. The theme isn't he's a dad. Okay, wait, were you actually paying attention to the story?
Already know that, so don't spend the first half of the game establishing the fact that he's a father.
That's not what they're establishing. They're establishing the fact that even though... they're establishing Kratos' averseness to war is so intense, and he's so worried about his son becoming him, that he is actively damaging their relationship. Yeah, responsibility can be the theme of Ragnarok. Yeah, I agree with that, Julian Green. Yeah, I think that's a good one. But it's not, the theme is not being a dad. That wasn't even the theme of 2018. The theme of 2018 was about second chances and breaking cycles and learning to be better. Hello, Sendo Q. We've been on a roller coaster so far. We've been able to give Quantum 6 W's so far in this video. But now it's all going downhill. Just like the Hindenburg. Edge Knight Step 9 for the 2. How many crab.exes stopped working during Harmon? A lot. A lot. Thank you for the $2, good sir. Exactly, as Retromania said, they are establishing that Kratos has changed and wants his son to be better than his old self.
We get it. But the whole game plays on the theme that he's a father, hence the name of this review, Dad of War.
No! That's not a theme! Like, what did you expect? Did you expect that Atreus is going to disappear despite the very clear setup at the end where he and Atreus go against my brain. I think I've officially been up 24 hours. Oh no. Oh no, it's all falling apart. Oh, it's all going wrong. Oh no. Yo, this Cookies guy is fucking unhinged. This Cookies guy is actually fucking unhinged. Nice clickbait thumbnails on my recent video. Welcome to YouTube, you fucking retard. Do you not know how video creation works? Like, I got a question. Cookies, if you're there in the chat, is your IQ below 5? Like, actually. Are you actually that fucking stupid? Do you not know what YouTube is about? How do you think people use the algorithm to their advantage? We use certain keywords. We make alluring thumbnails. Holy fuck. Dude, this guy is unhinged. 7 months ago, this started with my Quantum video that he thinks was made made to get views, even though not only were they not the most viewed videos I made, but they weren't even the videos that gave me the most subscribers. Esnight for the 2. What kind of name is Cookies anyway? I don't know. He probably couldn't think of a word with more than what, fucking 3 syllables. Cookies. No, 2. No, I'm sorry. Cookies asking what servant Des and they're playing F14. He probably wants to. Yeah, I wouldn't give that out to him. So here's the thing, Julian. When it comes to trolls, my rule is this: if your idea of a troll is acting like a retard, I'm going to tell everyone that you are genuinely a retard and make them believe that you're genuinely a retard, and all of a sudden you just look like a retard. Like it doesn't matter. Like the whole like I was just pretending to be stupid thing is never a good idea and always fucking backfires. Because now you just look like a clown. Obviously, you want attention. Why would you upload videos publicly? That's the case to upload them privately when you watch them. Exactly. Like, you realize, like, here's the thing. You can do YouTube to get views, but also enjoy what you do, right? Like, hell, let's take, because I don't know if you guys saw this. Here, you know what? Hold on. Let me see if I can, Canadian Gamer? Why, what did he do, Sendu? I just need to find the original tweet I sent. Let me see if I can find it. Here it is. Okay, so as you guys know, I mainly do Salt videos, but I also like to do game reviews when I feel it fits the purpose, like I did with the Cyberpunk 2077. Then I did the retrospective on Final Fantasy 14. Final Fantasy 14 was a video I made. That was a passion project because of how much I adore that game. And at the time, I think I had maybe, I don't know, maybe like 500-600 like subscribers. Like I never made the video to get views, right? It was a passion project that I wanted to make because I wanted to just gush about the game. That was the point of the video. I was happy when it got 70 views. So as of right now, the video has had as Knife for the 2, to be fair, to defend Quantum TV, you have to be a brainlet. Yeah, right? Anyway, so when it came to that video, like it's sitting now at, if I check, I think it's at like 480 views, which is low. Let's be clear, that's low, right? But it doesn't matter, because the point of that video wasn't to bring people to my channel. It was to gush about something that I genuinely cared about. And this brainlet had the idea to go not even 500 views. Now here's the thing. We then got into a little back and forth. I was fucking with him. He was probably fucking with me. It doesn't really matter. But he eventually brought up the point that maybe you should go more of the Quantum more because you would get more views. Which is strange. Because all you have to do is look at my channel. And you can see the video, especially now, because YouTube has changed their fucking shit again. But what's neat is what I noticed, that you can sort videos by popular. And I have to scroll. So let's see. The first one is my most popular video, which is the Spider-Man announced for PC. Salty PlayStation opponents cannot cope. 12,000 views. PlayStation fanboys on Suicide Watch at the God of War, 9.2k views. Xbox Showcase has fanboys in tears, 8.8 views. Deranged Sony opponents think Xbox gamers are serial killers, 5.6 views. It's the 5th video when my second Quantum video comes up. And the thing is, that video only garnered me, like, I want to say like 11 subs. But my Spider-Man video garnered me 178. But also, one of my videos that only had like, I think 1,700 views, that gave me 80. So if I was wanting to garner attention, I wouldn't be going after Quantum, because he's not the one that gave me the biggest boost. It wasn't until the Spider-Man video that I actually even reached 1,000 subs. And more importantly, he goes on a video that was made before the Quantum stuff even happened, because he genuinely thinks that video was the latest one, because it's the one I feature on my channel, because it's the one I'm most proud of. Anyway, I just wanted to explain that, because that shit was just really fucking frustrating. Let's get back to the Quantum video.
Even to the final boss, it's all about your children and being a dad.
No, it's not about being... We already fucking covered this ground. Let's just keep going.
Did we really need a Kratos like that? I don't think we did. Now, again, personal opinion. That's what a review is. But again, I really can't stand the pacing of it, though. Now, the art style of this game can be characterized as one thing in my personal book.
Oh boy, here we go. Let's see. What's he gonna say, folks?
A little lazy.
Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Lazy, huh? Really? You're shocked that a cross-gen game doesn't make a graphical leap? Really? Let me see. Sendo, hold on. Let me scroll up real quick. I think, yeah, I did ask you and then you didn't, and I didn't look. He made a response on everything on his Steam Deck video. Oh, okay. I haven't seen his original, so I actually don't have the context on that. Miles Morales is great, Jacob. I like that one more than 2018, honestly. But yeah, 2018. Because that's when... Wait, did Spider-Man PS4 come out on 2018? I think so. No, I don't think it came out same year as... no, it must have been 2019.
Because if you really look at it, it just loses a lot of the high next-gen aspects that we were expecting.
Because it's not a next-gen game. Bro, you made this same argument for Elden Ring, and it was stupid then and it's stupid now. Both of the games were cross-gen games. The graphics can only be pushed so far because it has to run on decade-old hardware. And as Retromania says in the chat, Ragnarok still looks pretty damn great. That's not an argument, man. Okay, I'm starting to see it, folks. I'm starting to see it.
And to the point where you're in performance mode, there is no good reason why you can't be in performance mode at, say, 1440, 60 FPS with maxed out textures and resolution. It doesn't happen here. Now,
Quantum, do you know how consoles work? Consoles don't allow you to adjust settings like that. You get performance or 4K. That's all you have. Like, the game is already running at the texture quality that the both systems can handle. Yes, Dominic, it would make more sense to call Ragnarok a current gen game since PS5 is out already. Exactly.
Now, I, again, similarly receive flack from players that love the game and apologize all of its flaws away.
Because the argument doesn't make any sense, Quantum. That's a poor argument. You can't complain about the graphics not being up to snuff when it's running on a fucking base PS4. Oh, excuse me. Like, yeah, it's Elden Ring all over again. Holy shit. Except it took much longer this time. Alright, where are you going, dude?
But I'm not one of those people. For me, I really would have liked them to implement some form of a high-resolution mode that has really tack-sharp visuals.
To be fair, I'm pretty sure, and correct me if I'm wrong, chat, with the variable refresh rate mode on the PS4, if you have a compatible TV, you can run it in quality mode at like 40 FPS or like higher, right? Or even in performance mode up to 120 FPS, right? But then again, that's probably not what he's talking about. All right, I gotta go use the restroom. I'll be right back. Here's some clown music while until I return. All right, I'm back. Whew, Jesus Christ, I really need to go. I've been holding that in for like an hour. All right, let's go down the rabbit hole.
Now, of course, you can always go into performance mode, but that runs at 30 FPS, and that is a joke on next-gen consoles, so there's no point in using it if you're like me and you bought a PS5 for high frame rates.
Okay, I think that's another W. I actually kind of agree, because God of War 2018, when it got a patch, the PS4 version got a patch for a PS5, it was running at a 4K 60, or it was, I don't know if it was upscaled or native, but it was running at that high, and it doesn't make sense that God of War Ragnarok, which is a PS4 game, can't do the same for the PS5 version. Like, that is kind of insane. But it's weird. Does anyone remember Quantum's stance on like FPS? Like, for some reason I remember him like talking about how it doesn't matter or something, or I could be thinking of someone else. I could be thinking of someone else, to be fair. I don't remember. Does anyone remember that during the whole like Elden Ring arc? Or am I crazy? Supernova? Yeah, you know what? It might have been Supernova. Yeah. Or Acerthorn. Yeah, Acerthorn too, huh? Oh, he did, Sendu? Like, I don't remember if it was, like, specifically about Elden Ring. I just remember that being a comment during the whole fiasco, you know? Oh, he did say it in his Elden Ring review. Huh! Well, isn't that interesting? Caught you being a little bit of a hypocrite, huh, Quantum? Because you were so adamant that you were correct in your review. I wonder if there's any other contradictions we'll be finding in this review. Oh, wait, he said he was a frame rate person? Oh, yeah, absolutely, Retro. Like on Elden Ring launch, literally, I played the PS4 version on my PS5 because that was the only way to get a locked 60. like, the performance in that game was not very good. Actually, I don't know if the PS5 version got fixed. All right, let's continue, Quantum.
Which kind of goes into the next thing. The higher the frame rates, the worse the visuals get. That's just how the game plays.
No? Quantum, the only difference between quality mode and performance mode, as far as I know, is just frame rate. The textures and character models and visual effects don't change. What are you talking about? Gah? Okay, he's at what? He's at 7 W's now, and he's now at... No, 7 W's, and he's now at what? Is that 3 or 4, like, L's? I wasn't counting the L's, to be honest. Shit.
And I think for me, when you combine that in with the dated mechanics, it gets to be really lazy because it runs exactly like the last game from the way you move, you swing your axe,
Yeah! Duh! Of course it would! It's a sequel! What do you mean? This argument only makes sense if the game is made from the ground up and does prioritize graphics fidelity or frame rate. Exactly. Yeah, Quantum, it's a sequel. What, did you expect to play like Killzone? Like, what the fuck were you expecting? Usually what sequels do is they improve on previous games' mechanics. The only outlier I can think of are games like Darksiders, where each game is basically a different genre, and Bayonetta, Where but even Bayonetta, the core combat, like how you interact with it, is the same. It's just elements of it are changed. But like Devil May Cry 4 was improving on Devil May Cry 3. God of War 3 improved on God of War 2, and so on and so forth. The idea of sequels is that they're meant to improve the overall feeling of the last game, and maybe slightly change it up. Like the only time you do a major like shakeup was when 2018 happened, but that's because it was like what 5 or 6 years since the last one. The last one was kind of middling.
Like, it's a copy and paste. I would have really loved to see some more of the fluid gameplay come back that we saw in the older games.
That's a different argument, Quantum. That's a completely different argument. Hold on. I need to fucking rehear that whole section.
Point in using it, if you're like me, and you bought a PS5 for high frame rates. Which kind of goes into the next thing. The higher the frame rates, the worse the visuals get. That's just how the game plays. And I think for me, when you combine that in with the dated mechanics, it gets to be really lazy because it runs exactly like the last game from the way you move, you swing your axe, it's a copy and paste. I would have really loved to see some more of the fluid gameplay come back that we saw in the older games. I loved how the Chaos Blades, or the Blades of Chaos,
Quantum, like 2018 was meant to be like a soft reboot. Like, why would you think like after that one they would go back to the old gameplay? Like, I think the gameplay of the new games are fine. I do believe that they're not as good as the older games. That's because they're basically two different games. Like, God of War is no longer a spectacle fighter like it was. It is more focused on close quarters visceral combat. Okay, let's keep going.
Were just more swingy than they were in the older games, a lot faster than they are here, where it feels a little bit more sticky, especially when you hold the right bumper to pull off that combo.
Okay, now I'm wondering, Quantum, did you play Ragnarok? Because you're bringing up like complaints that aren't new. And not to mention, like, yeah, as Richard Mania said, God of War was before an arcade bird camera over the top hack and slash. That's right, Sendu. I forgot he played it on easy mode. And he thinks he can talk about the combat, huh? Ooh. Ooh. So he's upset that God of War Ragnarok is copy and paste of previous God of War game, but wants it to be a copy and paste of previous God of War game. Yeah, right? Like, dude, I don't think you understand, Quantum, how many of those old games we got. Like, I'm actually, like, for example, I'm really happy that Yakuza moved to the turn-based stuff, because I think we had enough of that, and I think it can work when you get enough of games in the franchise that do a certain type of thing. I'm okay with a shake-up every now and then. Look at his PlayStation 5 in the upper right corner. What?
Never really feels smooth. It feels very clunky the way he pulls off that combo when you hold the right bumper. Now, generally,
I don't agree with that. I don't agree with the moves being clunky. I've never had an issue with actually getting them off.
when you're swinging the blades around, you can have a good time, and they feel okay. They feel responsive enough, but it never really feels quite.
Okay, wait a minute. Do they feel responsive or do they feel clunky? Because both of those, Quantum, those statements contradict each other. Something can't feel responsive and feel clunky. Right bumper doesn't mean R1. To be fair, like, I think saying right bumper is usually safer, because like you say, because I remember like having Xbox friends who, when they got a PlayStation, when I tell them like a button's R1, they wouldn't know what that meant. They would think it meant R2. So it's usually easier to say right bumper and left bumper, and then left trigger, right trigger. It's more unified, you know? That's his PS5? Bro, what did you do to it? What?
That is good, in my opinion, as it did on the older games. And I think building upon that and building
Wait, hold on a second.
smooth, it feels very clunky the way he pulls off that combo when you hold the right bumper. Now, generally, when you're swinging the blades around, you can have a good time, and they feel okay, they feel responsive enough, but it never really feels quite as good, in my opinion, as it did on the older games. And I think building upon that and building, like, let's say, actual combos would have been really cool. So now there's a challenge to pull off this new combo, not necessarily making it like a fighting game, but giving those more advanced players options to move in the direction of more advanced gameplay versus
Quantum, there are combos in the game. You have launchers, you have timed attacks, you have forward and backwards attacks. Like, what are you talking about, dude? You absolutely have combos. And I would say they're probably just as intricate as the older games. Because in the older games, you had the dodge into an attack, which when Kratos would slam the ground to that little wave thing. He had his standard square, 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 triangle, which was the sweep and slam. He had the launcher when you held the triangle, where you would launch enemies into the air, which is in this game. And in God of War 3 and on, he even had the ability to grab enemies, which you can do in this. Look, what are you talking about, man? Like, the only difference between God of War's like combo system in 2018 and Ragnarok and the older games is really just the fact that the original abilities are relegated to runic attacks. Yo, yeah, it's definitely toned down, but the amount of options you have is similar. It's just less of a grand spectacle.
what feels to be kind of just a copy and paste of the last game. New players, though,
There's a saying, Quantum. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And I actually, because here's the thing, I think they actually did adjust the combat in Ragnarok. It feels maybe like 3 or 5% faster than 2018. Pulling off like switching to your axe and swinging them around feels a little bit faster, and it makes a big difference.
we'll be happy to know that this game is really easy to pick up. It's not terribly difficult. If you click Give Me a Story, they'll give you a story.
Mm-hmm.
The only downside that I find is, like, early on in the game, they don't really give you a waypoint. So, like, in the opening scene where you're, like, at the house, I did spend a little bit of time running around, and I got a couple of locations wrong as to where I could go.
Quantum, it's like 2 pathways. Quantum, this... Yeah, and I'm pretty sure there is a waypoint at this point. Actually, wait a minute, because he's trying to track Atreus right now. Doesn't Mimir literally tell you there are tracks in the snow? We can use that to find where Atreus went. Oh my god. Like, he would have a point if he was talking about the open world aspect of the Lake of Nine and there wasn't a compass. But there is a compass. And the section you're in right now, Quan, that is showing on screen, is linear. How did we get lost in this? What? Oh my god, I'm starting to see it now. I'm starting to understand why people were memeing on this review. Oh my god. It started off so well, Quantum. Where did it go wrong?
But the game isn't so challenging or so vast that you can't figure out where you need to go if you get turned around. I do wish there was always a waypoint for people who wanted one, but again, for the exploration types, it's...
Okay, now I'm wondering if he genuinely played the game. Because apart from this section, like the moment you get past this section, this finding Atreus section, and then you have to fight with Bjorn, and you get to the open world, you get the waypoint. But he's treating it as if there is no waypoint. It's easy to get lost entirely. And yeah, Julian Green said, how'd you get lost here? There's 2 pathways! And one of them, you can see the limit from the fork in the road. Holy shit. Oh my god. Yeah, it's copyright. The sort of thing with copyright now, especially music. So, the funny thing is YouTube started, I think they said that they're going to start allowing copyrighted music in videos to be monetizable because they want to compete with TikTok, right? But the problem is, it's only like 100,000 songs, and I don't think they gave us a list. So it's like that video, that song could be safe to play, but it could not be. I have no idea. Which is why I tend to stick with video game music or like copyright free, like music designed specifically to, you know, let you use. Because it's just easier. And sometimes you can find some really funny mixes, you know?
It gives you a little bit of that in the opening. Not so much towards the end of the game where things are a little bit more linear, but again, it's there.
Wait, okay, I'm sorry. I have to hear that whole part. I got so fucking bamboozled by this shit.
Where I could go, but the game isn't so challenging or so vast that you can't figure out where you need to go if you get turned around. I do wish there was always a waypoint for people who wanted one, but again, for the exploration types, it gives you a little bit of that in the opening. Not so much towards the end of the game where things are a little bit more linear, but again, it's there.
Okay, so I need him to quantify what he means by opening. Because if it's just this section where until you get to Lake of Nine, then yeah, there's no exploration because that whole section is linear for plot reasons. And the ending is the ending. But when you're exploring the realm, when you're exploring Midgard, Svartalfheim, Alfheim, those are open areas that you can explore to your fullest. Little Big Planet 1 had copyright problems? What the fuck? Jesus Christ. We're really not safe anywhere. I guess it's been extraordinarily lucky with my choices.
Now, you'll also be proud to know that despite people being really angry about Angerboda being a black girl, there are no politics in this game. So for
Someone remind me what his thoughts were on Angerboda. Did he ever do a trailer reaction when she was first revealed and that whole like, you know, shit show went down? Cause what the fuck?
people who were trying to bash the game and say it was just politics and all that stuff, it's really not. It's a fun game that I didn't run into anything like that. So that part.
Yeah, I remember we talked about a Little Mermaid and Black Panther. I do remember that. That was like a strange fucking... That was a strange series of events.
I can completely say when I've heard people saying that, it's just wrong because she did a great job, by the way. Angerboda, the person that played her, did fantastic. I couldn't tell you how immersive it was when that character was in the screen talking to Loki and doing all that stuff. That was a really immersive part of the story. And I think especially you'll appreciate it the more the story progresses and then the more you see how things play out without giving too many spoilers on what her role is. So
okay. Don't really have much to say there. I mean, like... Alright, let's just continue.
That I thought was really cool. Now, I think we have to look at it realistically and say, like, how often are we going to play this game? That kind of determines if a game is worth anything in my book. And I think this is a good game. It's honestly, frankly, probably the best game of 2022 so far.
No. No. I disagree with that immensely, especially, like, he barely even played Elden Ring, so, like... You want to say it's one of the best? I could kind of I could see that argument being made. It is definitely in my top 10 for this year so far. Like, I put Sifu. Sifu released this year, I think. So I put Sifu above God of War Ragnarok. Like, Sifu is fucking incredible. And Vampire Survivors, yeah.
Now that's not a compliment because we haven't had really good games this year. We just
Oh my god, way to expose that you don't play games. Oh my god, way to expose it. Oh my god, is he gonna bring up Elden Ring? Oh, please tell me he brings up Elden Ring.
haven't. But this is absolutely the game of the year this year.
Ah, you fucking coward. We know what you want to say, you little bitch. Come on.
Despite what some people think about Elden Ring, this one takes
There it is!
the cake because
Oh, wait, okay, I know. Why? Why does it, Quantum?
it just does a lot to engage you enough, even though the opening is slow, that once you get the story going and you get into the game, it is fun and you have a lot of time and you're on like almost like an interest trip. Like, hey, like I want to know what comes next. Like you're kind of like
I can make that exact same argument for Elden Ring. What the fuck are you talking about?
waiting for the next little bit as it comes. And it's a fun experience that almost anyone of any walk of life can pick up and enjoy. And I think for video games, that's so important. Now,
There it is. That's why. That is why. Because if you guys remember what he said during his Elden Ring review, it was that games that aren't made for everyone shouldn't be made in his opinion. And this game is something he thinks is made that everyone can enjoy. And it's funny he brings that up, considering there was that GDC conference that Santa Monica was a part of, talking about game design and how they developed their games to be easier for the players. And they talk about how, oh, we don't want the player to be stuck for more than 60 seconds, which explains some of the absurd backseating this game does. And then they go on to use DSP footage as an example. Yeah. No wonder. Because this is a game even you could beat, Quantum. But what's funnier is the fact that, I don't know if you guys saw this, but DSP has been playing God of War Ragnarok, and he's still having trouble. DSP had this game practically made for him, and he's still having trouble with puzzles. That shit's incredible. I fucking love it.
again, realistically, how often would you play it? That's where we have a little bit of a problem because they don't have chapters, so you can pick your favorite parts of the story to say, you know what, I like this chapter because all the action was in this scene. If they would have done that like we see in some Tomb Raider games or even some other games, I think that would be more ideal.
Wait, I don't remember chapter select in Tomb Raider, in the new Tomb Raiders. Guys, were there chapter select in the new Tomb Raiders? I played all of them. I don't remember a chapter select. Yeah, there wasn't, right? Is he talking about older Tomb Raider? All right.
Than the kind of format that we have now. Or I think it was like Uncharted, actually. I just
Okay, there we go. Okay. I was gonna say. Wait a minute. Oh no. Yeah, you totally can't replay chapters. Yeah. Okay.
stick with PlayStation. Uncharted lets you pick chapters, and this really doesn't. Or even some other games, I think that would be more ideal than the kind of format that we have now. Or I think it was like Uncharted, actually. I just stick with PlayStation. Uncharted lets you pick chapters, and this really doesn't.
Quantum. You know, God of War is a PlayStation exclusive too, right? Like, am I wrong? Am I reading that wrong? Like the way he said that, stick with PlayStation. Uncharted lets you pick chapters while this one doesn't. Doesn't that sound like he's saying that God of War like doesn't pick chapters and you should stick with PlayStation because Uncharted does, and somehow that means like does he think God of War is not an exclusive? Am I overreading this? It is better than his Elden Ring video. I will say that, yeah. But I'm still annoyed at the camera like footage of the game on a TV screen instead of just, grabbing the fucking footage straight from the console. Because I believe you don't even need to upload it. You can actually just extract it to a USB drive and just plug it into your PC. I'm gonna hold on. Let me replay that again.
That's where we have a little bit of a problem because they don't have chapters, so you can pick your favorite parts of the story to say, you know what, I like this chapter because all the action was in this scene. If they would have done that like we see in some Tomb Raider games or even some other games, I think that would be more ideal than the kind of format that we have now. Or I think it was like Uncharted, actually. I just stick with PlayStation. Uncharted lets you pick chapters, and this really doesn't. My point being is like...
Yeah, no, that totally sounds like he's saying that God of War is not an exclusive. I don't know. Whatever. We're almost done. We got like 57 seconds left. Let's just get through this.
Like, chapters aren't hard to implement. They need to work on that with these storytelling type games so we can pick what we want. Outside of that, though, it was a really fun experience. And even though it was slow in the beginning and I had a terrible time, bored out of my mind, once I gave it a little bit more time, again, coming back to it, because I'll be honest, I had to pause and come back to it. But once I came back to it, I really did have a blast and it was a lot of fun. The puzzles are engaging. They challenge you enough.
Are you kidding me? The puzzles are the worst part of this game because they are babies. Oh my god. You think it's engaging when a character tells you the solution of a puzzle 25 seconds in? You think that's engaging? You think doing the fucking spin the thing so you can lift the gate is interesting, Quantum? Bro, you gotta be kidding me.
But not too much, which I can appreciate about puzzles not being too difficult, but just challenging enough.
These weren't even difficult or challenging. These were fucking easily. Oh, they were easy, dude. What? So you can get time to give Ragnarok a chance, but somebody can't give Elden Ring the time to get good at it. I think it's literally because he wants the story handed to him on a platter. Like he complained about like, oh, the story's too slow in the beginning, but clearly it kept him in.
All in all, I would say this game is a solid 8 out of 10. It is a really good game, and I think a lot of people will like it. Again, there's no such thing, I think, in my opinion, as like a perfect score, and it would have been a 9 if it would have had chapters and wouldn't have been a copy and paste combat-wise as the last game. So just to kind of go into why it got the rating it did. But again, be that as it may, this is just my take, but I'd love to hear from you in the comment section down below. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching. The #1 brand in honesty. Until the next video, I'll see you guys later.
Huh. That was a strange 10 minutes. That was a really strange 10 minutes. Like, I was expecting, like, the way I've heard people talking about this review, I was expecting the worst thing ever. Like, easily the worst thing he talked about was just talking about the graphics, the fucking, the combat pasting shit, and the puzzles. Like, but like, I wouldn't say he has W's in this. He also has L's too. This is a mixed bag, I would say. It's nowhere near as bad as this Elden Ring review. I will say that. It was nowhere near as bad. And the way some people were talking about this review, I thought it was going to be way worse than it was. I swear to God, I forget which YouTuber did it, but I heard someone talk about how he he made himself a hypocrite talking about God of War being too easy when he complained about the combat in Elden Ring being hard. But like, I don't think we missed that, right? He didn't say anything about the combat being easy, right? He just said he played on Give Me a Story. Hold on a second. I need to check something. Oh my god, what was his name? Oh, excuse me. Oh yeah. Yeah, yes, and okay. Thing he was talking about was the combo having no combo. Everyone else in the video seeing more combos than he did. Yeah, no, yeah, that's for sure. Like that's also like I can't forgot about that part. Yeah, no, that was also a stupid take. Like that was just blatantly wrong. He just wasn't experimenting. But like, yeah, no, that was a strange one. Well, we got through pretty much everything I wanted to get through today. I'm actually kind of shocked. In the game, on easy mode, you could try to get through the story with no challenge whatsoever. Yeah, exactly. Like, because there were parts he was right on, talking about the like armor design, the lack of interesting like pre-order bonuses for skins. Like, there was stuff he had that was right, but then it just fucking fell down. Don't worry, Kanata. My streams, even when they go unlisted, they're still archived in my live stream tab. So yeah. You always just go back and watch the VOD. Because there is that other God of War video I downloaded that was called God of War. Hold on, what was it called? God of War Ragnarok is not a masterpiece, but that's like an hour fucking long. Like, I get winded covering, like, videos that are more than, like, 10 minutes at times, you know? Yeah, here it is. Yeah, it was Kim Josh-un. He made a video called Quantum Be Made's Worst Fit Review Ever. I should probably watch that and see what he's talking about, because, like, that was not as bad as I was expecting. I don't know. I think honestly, his Steam Deck review was way worse. His Steam Deck video was leagues worse than that. Holy fuck! I don't know about you guys. All right. Well, I have been up for over 24 hours. I do need to go to sleep. I want to thank you all for joining. If any of you haven't joined the Discord, be sure to do so with the link pinned in the comments section. I will put the link in the description once I go offline. But yeah, thank you everyone for coming by. Thank you to everyone who donated. I hope you guys had fun, especially hearing a fucking sleep-deprived crab lose his fucking mind. Anyway, that's it for me, and I'll see you guys on the next video.